Hi, everybody.
Hello,
Ta-da.
welcome back. We are picking up where we left off last time. This is the Consultant Boomers. This is our group, Manchester's Most Wanted. Consisting of a handful of gang members who may or may not have a gang anymore, but probably do, and others that are connected, but certainly now everybody is being chased. So yeah, let's start, and I'll bring up our cool images when we do it. Let's start with just introducing the player. Just say your name and your magic cipher sentence, and I will show the cool thing. Let's start with smoke. Let's do that.
I am
Since you were the
smoke.
star last time.
I'm a fucking star.
Word.
Word. I'm a Shadow Man explorer who controls blurbs. You can see my little blurbs flying around me there.
Mhm.
And Smoke is currently convinced she's immortal for very many reasons. And so she's not real good at self-preservation.
I'm the
Really
friggin'
good at it. Yeah.
And
Nice.
yet she
Perfect.
survives.
Yes. And everybody is floating. We'll say this as you're introducing yourselves. Everybody is floating on aboard the Cranky Yankee, a longboat that is now out of the Mersey, the Mersey, through the northern gate of out of Manchester and floating deeper into limbo. So everybody's on a boat. So smoke.
on a boat. I'm on
Yeah.
a boat.
Okay, next is let's do Oedipus.
Yes, sir. I'm Rob. I'm playing Oedipus Jones, Robo Dogman speaker who tops gears. I am a incredibly modest, attractive, and super intelligent bullshit artist who is currently stuffed under a bed, under a mattress, under a bed frame, hiding from whatever is going on out there.
Awesome.
But he looks fucking cool while stuffed under a mattress.
Definitely. Okay, next we have Engil.
Yeah, Engil. Okay, so I'm Mike, and I'm playing Engil. He is a Robo-Manshad warrior who plugs in. Um, I think at the end of last session he was standing up on like the front platform or the boat, um, swearing incoherently in Ukrainian about being in limbo again and being outside the city again.
Perfect. Yes, truth. Okay, next we have Chester.
I'm Jack. I'm playing Chester Ballard. I am a Shadow Dogman warrior who works for the city. At the moment, you'll find him clinging to the top of the what's the name of this ridiculous boat?
This is a longboat, but it's called the Cranky Yankee.
The Cranky Yankee. I dashed to the front. I dashed to the roof of the boat to try to stop Smoke from getting herself killed. So you'll find me clinging and grumbling under my breath.
Perfect.
Smoke.
Okay. Last but not least, Anis Optera.
Oh, I am Anisoptera. I'm a Robo Shadow Explorer who keeps the faith, and I'm fucking weird.
Yeah, truth.
Freaking, excuse me, peanut butter jelly word. But
oh yeah, right. Yeah, invert. We'll be okay.
And I believe I'm still in the storage. We had not established that we're through the through the gate yet, so I'm still in the hollow storage under the seat, hiding.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Here, as we see, this is a older longboat, that goes through the canals of Manchester and well beyond, all over former Singland here. And yeah, you guys are in a longboat. The thing is, once you guys are out of Manchester and floating into limbo, especially in this particular area. Manchester PD has, just kind of the standing, standing orders to be, if it floats past, you let it go. It's not worth it. It's not worth the quid, truly to spend to actually go out, get into limbo, So you guys have just floated out. You're feeling good. On the, you're heading north. Yeah, feeling good. I guess
Yeah,
yeah, it's relative.
That's
I'm
what
feeling
we
good. I'm real drunk. And
Yes.
that's top of
And
the one that makes me not sleep.
yep. Yes, the Mandy's, the post Saumonal or something. Yes, the Mandy's, the little reds.
Yep.
Ginnel Gary here is your happy captain. And
What
again,
did we exit through, by the way? I forget.
Say again.
What part of the city did we exit into limbo from?
Let me see here. I've got it. Let's see. In the boroughs here,
We're somewhere in the northeast, right?
Correct. I've got
I
it right
think it
here.
went to
Okay, it
Borough.
was Barry. Yeah, it was Barry. Very Barry. I'm almost certain. Or was it Bolton? No, it was Barry because you guys took the right. Yes, you took the right path. Or to the right path. I don't know if either were right. Okay. Perfect. Yes, and so you're just north, and so at this point, you're going to be coming up to kind of a hub. There's still some semblance of, at least not total, almost like post-apocalyptic horror, which is what a lot of limbo looks like. Irradiated, crops and dust and trash and junk, and a whole bunch of people that want to get into the city and can't, or people that were in the city and shouldn't be in the city or near anybody really. They're out there as well. Kind of the hunters, kind of thing. The tracers. Speaking of hunters, the tracers. Okay, this is the group. It's the last thing to remind, I would say. The here they are. This is the group that was chasing you, and specifically chasing your group. As far as you can hear and tell and everything, the boats are just floating. Whether they also made it out or not, you just don't know. You did not see it up front, even though you were at Chester. You were out up top there. You're already partially there, I believe, is what you did right before. So they couldn't see you, but you also, with all the stuff, you didn't see them come out yet. So fingers and paws crossed. That that's the way it is. So that there's a little hub here where it's a channel lock, and it feeds into several things. Think of it as an intersection. One of them will actually go due east and then south, and then it loops all the way down into Birmingham. You have one that goes west that'll head over towards Liverpool, which some of you have been to before, and if you want to go back, you're more than welcome.
Is this the river Irwell?
Say what?
Is the Irwell?
Yes, it would be. It'd be the Mersey to the Irwell. Correct. The one that goes up through Center, cuts through Bury and Rochdale.
I'm looking at a modern map just to see,
Yes, it is most certainly.
I'm not,
and this is
quizzing your geography. Just.
Oh no, I'm glad you are. After spending all that time studying the tributaries and waterways of ancient, or ancient for this. Okay. And again, this is a spot where you can also, the same one that goes to Birmingham will actually, if you it'll come to other channel locks constantly and everything, but you can continue south all the way to London. And you can actually travel through, and there are bits and pieces where limbo is basically the 20, 30, maybe 40 miles at the most, a ring of horror around the 50 by 50 mega city of Manchester. So there are places float, a few days just downriver or upriver, or less, where that aren't hell on earth. So it is totally up to you. Ginnel Gary is singing old Father Tem, the Father Thames, old Father Thames, and he's raucously singing now. He's as if he was always that bold, especially after what just happened. And it is in your court.
Well, that sucked. How do we go home?
Is Gary awake?
Why do you think we're gonna be able to go home?
We just gotta let the heat.
I'm not staying
die down.
here.
Go back later.
So we're all out of our hiding spaces and out now. Okay, so I'm just gonna ask the group, why does everyone hate you? Everyone we've met is trying to kill you or lie to you, and I have no idea.
I think you ask that to the group, and then Anguil turns to you and starts to answer. Well, the reason I hate them is.
Uh-huh.
I mean, maybe you guys should help them kill us. That may be easy. Wait, never mind.
Jesus, Eddie.
I
give anyone ideas.
It's probably easiest way back into city.
I currently have several pieces of the slats from the bed frame still kind of stuck to my arms and stuff. I'm trying to get it all off because that was not a good hiding spot.
They're just jealous of us. That's why they hate us. Because we're like so much cooler than them.
We've also, slowly dismantled numerous power structures, started a few, I believe, gang wars, killed a whole lot of people, and broke out of a high security prison while destroying multiple MPD guards. Like, let's be clear, they're giving us pretty good reason why they kill us.
I said we were very cool, and that is exactly
chaos. This I understand.
You also did. I don't even know what in Vurt.
I like to not call it killing people. I prefer the term getting people in touch with their shadow side.
I like
Hell of a phrase, Eddie.
Yeah, I'm gonna trademark that, just so you know.
So where exactly are we?
Just north. I'll show you the borough map again. Actually show you a different map here. Same area. You're just north of Barry there. So what is it? Ramsbottom. Yes, of course. That's a funny word. Okay. It really is.
How old are we again?
I don't know, but that's funny.
Old enough to not suck yet. That we can't think that's funny. All right.
That's where you're out. Yep.
So we're like beyond the gate though. We're not in Rambottom.
No, and what you're out of you're entirely out of Manchester. You're past the wall. You're into limbo, and this is there you go. This is a good example. Again, the clouds come over already, and you get that horrible rain that it's if it was. It's just kind of a drizzle, and it's sour, and you got a lot of people just kind of walking by, kind of looking at you, hiding in and out of the bushes or what's left of them along. Hopefully, they're all hopeful that you're going to, perhaps, pull off to the side for some reason or whatever. But they're looking to basically take you down. You're in limbo. Like I said, the lock area here, there's where a majority of the boats go. And again, there's boats in front and behind you. It's getting a little bit less sparse, but at the hub here, most of them will go down and around the one towards Birmingham. But what that does, and then it's the equivalent of like an airport exit, like the return. That takes you to the south of the city, and then you can go in again with the permits and float all the way through to the top. Because once you're in the city, you can never stop. Those are the rules. Those boats are never allowed to stop for any reason whatsoever. and that's just it. So most of these boats are going to be going down around the east side of the wall and go right back into Manchester, but that same waterway goes to Birmingham, and right before Birmingham, it also continues south to London. Or there's Liverpool, or there's heading straight north up into the real, north.
I was also going to ask, I got a knowledge skill as part of my tier up, and I took navigation. Can I retroactively say that there was an atlas in this compartment with me, and I was just studying it?
Yeah.
How I know geography.
Yeah, that makes total sense. Absolutely. Yeah, and you. So yeah, if that's the case, so you're trained in navigation?
Correct.
Okay, so every one of these navigation rolls, it'll be an asset. That'll change the calculus quite a bit. Okay, yeah, as you go maybe every 20, 30 miles, half a day or so, going to new areas, it'll be a navigation roll, just travel, on the travel table there. So if you have an asset, even better. So you would know that you basically have three major ways. You can go west towards Liverpool, north, which goes, it splits off. Some part goes even into Dublin, or over into Dublin. It also continues north all the way into, up into Edinburgh, through, again, former England into former Scotland. But the other one, the main one, just goes south, and either you go back into Manchester, you go over to Birmingham, or you continue south into London, the former capital.
Which city has the best drugs?
Edinburgh, if you can believe Trainspotting.
Well, I mean, so inventory here. Does anyone here know anyone not in Manchester? Anyone?
Anyone at all, or anyone we're willing to talk to?
Yeah, so I have make a call, which lets me reach out to someone. So I could conjure up someone.
Okay.
That'd be fun.
I think
now in limbo right now, as far as talking, you can certainly make a PDF, make a call to them to talk and get information. Yeah, as far as somebody, like where they're located, that's totally up to you. But again, you guys are in limbo, maybe 4 or 5 miles outside of the city walls right now, and just floating at a nice leisurely pace with Ginnell Gary. Now he's singing "Roll the Old Chariot Along." And he's
was he hired to try to pick us up and pilot this boat?
Yep.
Why?
Yeah, who? And how and when and where?
He looks over at you and he says, because as he tried to tell you before, but again, there was a lot happening and he wasn't very coherent. But he explains to you that, he was hired by somebody. He did not get the full, just like he's often hired. He gets a point A to point B. And this one had an A to B, and then at B, he was going to find the B to C. That was whether you went off to the right, up into Barry, or went off to the left and everything. That was where somebody was flagging you or flagging the boat over. So he just knows that he's going to get paid now on that was A to B, B to C, and then C to D. Wherever you guys end up is where he's just going to stop the boat, and he gets paid basically by the mile as far as he understands it. So he's happy to let this thing go for, you want a pleasure cruise, go nice and slow.
So he's
Gary's
paid
your man.
by somebody for us to go anywhere they don't actually care. Is he just being paid by somebody trying to get rid of us? Yeah.
To get you out of the city? Yes. Now, why to get you out of the city? That's in your court, but yes.
It was probably Takshaka. He's a jerk.
Didn't we kill Takshaka?
No, but
cried, and then we died. And we died again. Then we died
517 times that I remember.
I stopped counting.
Got really close though, at least 4 times.
Didn't we speak about going to see him at some point?
Going to see Takshaka?
I thought that's what you guys mentioned, that you wanted to kill him. For
I
real.
mean, we want it.
Well, killing him is different than seeing him. I mean, I don't want
And
to be with the guy.
The main problem is Shaka's back in Manchester.
Is he?
So, I mean, I gotta assume.
He's
still in the Vurt.
Yeah, he is in the Vurt, but at the same time, that's what everybody thought 30 years before, and then all of a sudden it turned out he was the chief of police. So, yeah, that could very well be true.
Damn reincarnating gods.
Yep.
Why can't they just stay dead?
Yes,
also,
why can't dead
as you
things
guys
just
remember,
stay
Utanka's
dead?
out there. Utanka's out there somewhere, Prince Utanka. Not much of a warrior, as you guys know, or at least unlucky in that particular battle. But there's a pure Vurt being Prince Utanka, who is, the nemesis, the forever nemesis of King Takshaka. So there's a few threads out there. The main thread right now, again, is getting you out of Manchester. The fact that you're being chased by tracers, and it's just too hot for you in Manchester right now. And you still need to get quid and have fun.
All right. So again, I asked the group, does anyone know anyone not in Manchester?
I know people.
I'm fucking useless outside the city.
Where do you want to go? Pick a city. I got nephews and cousins and.
I don't know. Liverpool. What's in Liverpool? Let's try Liverpool.
No.
That sounds oddly familiar and lame. Let's not do that.
What's wrong?
Yeah.
with
So.
If you value your sinuses, you won't go to Liverpool.
All right.
Yeah, you probably still smell like Liverpool, Engel.
So, okay, what do we know about the best quality of life outside of Manchester? Like, there's got to be
I already asked, like, which one has the best drugs?
I mean, I meant air quality, but okay.
You guys could. How about this? How about both of you make a roll, one for each of it. Which has the best drug and nightlife, and which has the best like air quality and safeness and quality of living. So each of you do a basic int roll. If you have like history or anything, that'll count as well. This is just a 9.
Here we go. I rolled a 2, so yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah, right now.
So can I add my inability with drug-related willpower as an asset?
As an asset. That's creative. Probably not, but I like the effort. Yeah.
I got Chester got a 10.
Okay, so yours was probably also safety or someplace that where probably less about who has the best feathers, and more where it's like a good spot to post up or.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So 10 counts. A 1.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely Liverpool, right?
It is definitely Liverpool. That's what you heard. Yeah, that's what you heard.
Listen, if we can handle Wumpies, we can handle Liverpool.
Yeah.
You would think
yeah.
that, but what is it I'm trying to ask? Yeah, could I try to check for like where was the most likely place that like the Siaka would send people for safe houses?
Yes, absolutely. So you're trying to see where to avoid, basically.
Well,
or is it
where to avoid, or like the
get...
place that like they would be least likely to be screwed with by people who knew they were trying to hide out there.
Got it. Okay.
Right.
So
like,
yeah, I hear you. So 9 or above, if just to get that.
I got XP.
Yeah. Why not? Yeah. You guys, you'll have a direction to float your boat.
Still, nope. Okay. Cool.
Okay. Pete, who else hasn't rolled? So Pete, what would Annus Optera, like what would be, I mean, yes, you have navigation already and everything. But what would it, and I'll give an asset for that as well. So you just have to get a 6 or above. What are you looking for out of those main things, those main choices?
I don't really care about the real world so much.
Right. Exactly. So feathers? Are you looking for good feathers?
What's the second biggest connection to the Vurt in the real world besides Manchester?
Okay, so roll for that.
Okay.
And again, navigation, I'll count it as navigation. Actually, no, I can't do that.
Well,
That's
I am
an asset.
specialized in Vurt lore. I don't know if that would
Okay,
help.
that counts. Yeah, I'll give you an asset for that. Okay, perfect.
I rolled a 6.
That counts. You got the asset. It's a 9, drop to a 6. So, truly, the former capital. London is probably where the best drugs are at. It's the biggest city outside of Manchester for, certainly on the island there. But it's also a place where if you wanted to kind of hide, bigger crowds, maybe a little bit easier. But it also, the double-edged sword is that it's that. And yes, there are the gangs, the 45th generation Romans, the mafia are the Cromerta are huge down there right now because they all got pushed out of Manchester thanks to you guys. Not all, but that was part of the war. And so yeah, there's a lot of shady shit, but London, that's a way to do it. But again, Edinburgh also, it's a little smaller. So it would have that advantage, but there's more feathers in London. Up to you. Again, it was
Does anyone know
tracers
anyone in
following you
London?
guys.
Yeah, I mean, how about we do this? Can I have like an associate that I call a travel agent who can hook me up with a hideout and maybe a car?
Yeah, it would cost you unless you have the specific. I think there's a specific skill that allows or whatever.
I have.
They can direct you.
I'm making a call.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have making a call also if we need to split that up or something too.
So yeah, maybe I arrange a car and you arrange a house. Or
okay. So it was again still cost you as well, like finding out where that is and how to get it. You could do it with make a call. You still would have to either trade stuff, pay for stuff, or somehow, make the transaction. But at least you know where to go and who to talk to once you're there.
So
I'll still give me some time to rob some bank. I mean,
Yeah.
So crazy question as well. Would the cranky Yankee cross the Irish Sea? What if we just went to Dublin? Just got off the island completely.
I'd say I don't know. I truly don't know how bad. I mean, I don't know why it conjures up images of like choppy seas that would destroy a longboat out of a shallow canal. But at the same time, Ginnell Gary's all for it. That's an even longer trip. He gets, his meter's running. He's happy as a clam.
Well, listen, it's not my money, so.
Nope. By the way, he has no idea who paid for it.
On the way?
Yeah, you'd still go through Liverpool, right? To get to the sea, you still would. That'd be the way out.
Like feeling London a little bit more than going to Dublin. Personally, we could see how the mighty have fallen capital of England is faring. And
well, the only thing that Anna's is thinking about that is London or Dublin, Edinburgh. Those basically we go out to the sea and either hug the coast and go north to Edinburgh. But London, we have to cross the island unless we go out and go in the sea all the way around. And crossing the island means we're susceptible to the shoreline from Limbo most of the way between here and there. That's the only thing I would say. London is definitely the best destination, but it's probably the worst journey.
Don't get off the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're covering sometimes, especially as the more crowded areas and everything, and as there's sludge and there's just being careful, anywhere between 10 miles a day to 15. I mean, it does not go fast. So like 10 or 15 miles a day. We don't have to, depending how you guys want to do it, we can kind of fast forward, but you still would be rolling to see what happened. But that's about how long. So yeah, it takes several days to get to London. It takes a few days, like 2 or 3 days to get to Liverpool. Not even. from the edge. Oh, actually, from where you're at, yeah, about 3 days total. And then to Edinburgh, it's maybe like 5, 6, because you go a little faster once you're out of the crowd. So up to you. And again, I'll flash a picture of what Limbo looks like at this moment, with the crappy weather and everything else. You can see all the lights of Manchester not far away. You're maybe 15, you're maybe 10 miles out now. You've been floating for most, probably 6 or 7 hours, which is quite a bit. And it's still slow as hell. Yeah, it is nighttime now. Yeah, it's cold. There's a little, as you can see in here, there's a little stove. It's actually kind of comfy, even though it's not the cleanest thing in the world. There's a little range stove. There's a little, it has all the amenities you really could use there. And Gary is now, curled up on the sofa, snoring. Who's piloting, actually? When he
Maybe
sleeps.
maybe I'm trying that because I got bored with this whole discussing where we're going thing.
Yep.
I have no attention span.
Yep.
So I was just like trying to pilot a boat. I mean, how hard can it be?
There's a motor up there. That's a thing I understand. Yeah.
You turn one way, it goes one way. Turn the other way, you go. It's fun. We're good.
Got it. Perfect. Okay, so where are you guys heading to? Let's have whoever's piloting, which is you, Oedipus. Let's have you roll for perception. Something. Yeah. Keeping, you're usually good at like keeping, your eyes peeled and kind of making sure stuff is happening. I don't know if you have any specific skills that can go towards it, but since you're doing this navigation role, it's less about finding the direction, because and more about seeing what area you're getting into. Again, it's dark right now. Gary's asleep, and you've never gone in this part of the canals before, or the Limbo. So you're gonna make a roll.
I have no. So originally I had inability in perception, and I think at my last time I leveled, I took train so that they canceled each other out.
Good. Okay.
So I'm just gonna go. Wait, it's intellect though, right?
Say what?
Is it an intellect roll?
It is, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna burn me some
effort.
Effort.
Yeah, let's get some effort going here.
Let's do 2 levels of effort.
Yeah.
If I can assist?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I just got this new thing. Take command. You issue a specific command to another character. If that character chooses to listen, the difficulty task other than an attack is reduced by 2 steps.
2?
So,
yeah, that's great.
On an attack, it's 1 step. On anything else, it's
that's
2
great.
steps.
Well, then I'm only spending 1 level of effort.
Okay. Cool.
But if I'm paying attention, sure, why not?
Got it. Okay, go for it. Yeah, it's keeping your eyes peeled in the dark. There's no like onboard search lights or any of that stuff. You have just your basics. Go for it.
1. 12.
That counts. Yeah, after you're dropping it 4 or 3.
3.
Yes. Okay. Yes. So you see off to the right-hand side, there are 2 figures huddled in, behind what looks like, maybe, some junk, maybe an old shopping cart and covered in sludge, and it's just disgusting stuff. But they're on the shore, but you're not far. You're maybe only 7 or 8 feet from the edge there. There's other boats near you, but there's no one between you and that side on the right hand side. So they're hunching down and they're waiting for you. Okay. Roll for initiative, D&D. So yeah, we are. Although you have the drop on them for sure, you know where they're at. But anybody who wants to go up top or is going to be involved, even down below, just to, everybody feels, shit's about ready to go down.
Is someone telling people below that there's this threat up top?
Up to you guys. No?
Please do.
Been on for an hour or two. I would assume that I would be up looking for blurb flies to hunt and eat.
Yeah.
That are not charged. I'm hoping I'm
Right.
I'm gonna be on below decks tinkering with Spaz.
And yelling up directions to assist in, hey, look out, or keep. Okay, so yeah, everybody who, there's going to be a battle happening right now. They're going to jump you. It's very clear. I'll just let you know. They don't know that you've seen them already with your perception roll. So you guys can do whatever you need to, but it's floating there. So everybody roll to see. This may or may not be a long drawn out thing. We'll see. But everybody, let me know what your rolls are. Long drawn out thing. We'll see. But
sorry, that was me.
I was like, well, whose melodious voice is that? My goodness.
I typed my initiative into the Zoom chat, so we're not all yelling.
Oh, fancy. Okay, now. Yeah. Oh, by the way, everybody has two XP to spend that started at the beginning of the session, as you guys know. Okay, 14. Perfect. Just got it. So then train. So it's another 3. Okay, 5. So Chester's at 5. Okay. Anisopter is at 14. Okay. What did everybody else get? Let's see.
14 and trained.
Have we
and trained.
Any recoveries since last time?
Yeah. Do that now if you haven't already. Certainly, you've had several hours. Good. Yeah, you've had several hours of floating at this point. So, Mike, you got
2.
Yeah, Mike, you basically got a 17 then, 14 plus 3. Anisopter, okay. Pete, you got a 14. Jack, what'd you get?
2.
2. Okay. But you're
plus,
trained,
plus
so
I'm
it's a 5.
trained. Yeah.
Got it. So 5. Florent, got it. Okay. Okay.
Oh, I got a 14.
Oh, bunch of. Okay. So there we go. Okay, and mine are. Okay.
Were you trained, Shar?
No.
Okay, so it goes Mike, Shar and Pete. You guys can choose whoever. Rob and then Jack. Okay, so again, these two figures hunched behind. You don't see them now. You know they're behind there. But it's up to you.
They're behind where?
It's on the right, the bank side, maybe about 6 or 7 feet away, off to to the banks of the river there. They're behind a shopping cart that's like covered in gunk, some bushes and some just like refuse, just shite on the side. They've ducked down behind. Basically, they're ready to pounce out and ambush you, but you saw it.
Okay. And we have like the chance to do a thing before they.
Correct. You have a full action. Yeah, full round.
Then I spend my full action pulling out my electric knife, which sizzles from whatever drizzle is going on, and activating partially there. So go.
Okay.
Go see and translucent and stuff.
Perfect.
But it takes an action, so that's my action.
Got it. Okay. Pete, what is Anisoptera doing?
Anisoptera is going to.
Oh, sorry. It's either Pete or Shar, but yeah, you guys.
Yeah,
same
Pete,
time.
go ahead.
Okay. I was going to say, I thought Shar was below.
No, you guys both got 14.
Okay. Anisoptera is going to draw out his monoblade and with both hands fly over to those two crouching guys and make a mighty wreck blow on them.
Excellent.
And I am trained in wreck. So wreck is I take 1 away from my attack roll and add 3 damage. But trained in wreck basically adds 3 to my attack roll. So the net is like add 2 to my attack roll.
And you have a mono blade?
I have a mono blade.
That's
So that will be 11 damage if it works, and I'm going to spend a level of effort.
Okay. And you have 2 assets from, you have the drop. Okay, just 6 or above.
6.
Excellent. Okay. Good. So 11 damage?
Yes.
Okay,
so a screaming dragonfly with 2 hands on a glowing blue knife slices down out of the sky and stabs one of these guys hiding on it.
Perfect. Okay.
I've got your ambush.
As it comes down again, as you see, the flashing, the sizzling, bouncing off the reflection of the, in their face. These are 2 Robo Crusties. You're aiming at one. There's another one's a little bit behind the other. They're probably either pure Robo or Robo Man or something like that. But they are just covered in gunk, river mud and all this stuff to try and camouflage themselves. Is probably something they did under the
yeah, kill me, come on, dude.
Exactly. And yeah, that first one, let's see, with 11, crap. Okay. Yes, that he or they reach up like this, their hands, and you just clip down, and I'm gonna say that yeah, he holds 2 hands out. You got the drop on him as well. I want to give you something a little that's even more fun. Left or right arm?
Ooh, right arm.
Which one? Okay, so his right arm. So his right arm is what he reaches out to get, and his right arm now is it's a mess. It's not working for the rest of the fight. And neither one of them seem to have like either a long arm in their hands or a blade or anything, but they're ready to jump. And that's great. Okay, now that has happened, though, everybody else on the order is, you no longer have the drop on them, but you obviously are going before they are. Smoke, you are next. Again, it's about 6 feet of water between the edge of the boat and the banks where they're being wrecked. What you gonna do?
What am I gonna do? I am going to activate another new thing. It's parry. For the next 10 rounds, the difficulty of all speed defense rolls is reduced by 1.
Whoa. Is that a tier 4 ability? That's
Tier
huge.
5.
Damn. Okay, I wondered that. I was gonna say let me get my book here. That's
I took that
huge.
too.
Oh, good.
Smart.
Good. Okay,
It's an explorer ability.
Rad. Okay,
It's in
I'll have
Warrior
it here.
too, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, good.
Chester has it as well.
Excellent.
Awesome.
We can all
You guys-
parry.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have one, so there.
But none of us can riposte.
Yeah, I did
Nice,
not.
Fencing nerds found that joke funny.
I was gonna say I can second indirect.
Perfect.
So I'm activating that, and I'm coming up from the bottom, because I was below deck, so I'm coming out as I
Got
activate.
it. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay. That is happening. Okay, good. Oedipus Jones. What you doing?
I kind of
You've
wanna
seen
just,
Anisoptera fly across, or if you were coming up deck or above or not, but like Anisoptera's just gone across and just you see sparks flying and a yow.
do I need to keep piloting the boat?
Oh yes, that's right. You don't have to, but it would mean that the boat would almost certainly list.
I don't know what that word means.
Basically go off to the right and maybe tap into the side, or
Yeah,
go off
let's
left.
do it.
That's actually
You can
drifting.
yell from there, though.
Is it? Oh, list is this. Thanks.
Can I just kick Ginnel Gary and make him wake up in this turn, and then I have
There you
an
go.
ability to do something next turn?
You would have to take a turn to wake him up. You bet.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm
So
doing.
how are you waking him up? Because he's a heavy sleeper and he's on a whole bunch of who knows.
I kick him really close to the private parts.
Got it. Got it. Yeah. His eyes go wide like this, and he gets up and he does this, and he's like this, but he will follow you up for the next round. Get on Gary, poor guy. Okay, Chester, you are up.
We're in limbo, right?
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna draw my Vorpal pistol and aim at
Oh,
one of them.
that's right.
Oh,
Excellent.
yeah.
Now,
Not illegal here.
true. They can't. They won't really see you. They're kind of behind. You can still do it, and but as far as like if it's an intimidation tactic or something like that.
No, this is a shooting them tactic.
Okay, so you know where to shoot, but they certainly aren't looking at you.
Yeah, they're trying to attack us. They're getting shot.
Got it. Perfect. So the
right.
one on the right, which is closest to you, is the one who already has his right arm, in like ribbons to the side. And so you, that's the only one you can. That's the only one you can see.
I got a 16.
Yeah, that counts. Okay, what's the damage on that? A Vorpal pistol. Shoot.
It's heavy. I think it counts as heavy damage. Hang on.
Oh crap! So that's 12.
Yeah, let me get the Vurt handbook open. It's been a hot minute since I had to look this up.
Yeah, which is good.
I never get to use this.
Now again, as the sound of this thing just boom, boom.
Oh, it's medium damage.
8. Perfect. Okay, so 8 damage. Okay. Okay.
I would suggest running away now.
Yeah. Okay, so it's their turn now. He has his arm, just cut up, and he's been shot. He's in bad shape. He's like coughing up blood and coughing. The one behind him, it's his turn. He did hear what you said, but this is the point where he actually reaches in and he pulls out. You can see Anisopter. You can actually see he's pulling out a pistol.
Oh.
Okay. Yes, and it looks like an antique. Maybe it's not a 22, but it's an antique. It's kind of rusty. There's like a Band-Aid holding the hammer. I mean, who knows what the hell, but it looks like it looks like he's gonna have to roll every time he shoots it, if you know what I'm saying, because the shit's gonna blow his finger off. Okay, but he does pull it, and now he has it out. Top of the order again, and it is Mike. You are up. You are partially there, and you are just bits of rain kind of crackling against the electricity.
Yes. So you said they're like 6-ish feet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Well,
we're activating new abilities then.
I love this. Yes.
Yes. Then I will spend 5 might, and I have 3 edge, so that's 2 might. To activate Iron Monkey.
Ooh.
No.
Oh, that's the first time I've seen this in game.
So I'm gonna have to make a difficulty 4 might check to leap high into the air as part of my melee attack.
Correct.
So you do the check to jump, and then you do the check to attack, and if you make the jump check, you do a bunch of extra damage and you knock them down.
Oh hell yes! So just a 12 or above. To do that, and you can also use effort. That's up to you. I mean, with all that edge.
Yeah, sure.
It's up to you.
What the hell? Well, I already burned the edge in the process of turning it on, but 1, 2, 3. I'll do it. Cool. So yeah, I'll spend 1 edge on that. 14.
Okay. Good.
So I get to do the whole jumping ass thing.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. This is meant to be like the Shaw Brothers, like the wusha, Yeah, the like the wire fighting stuff. Up and then
Yes.
slick.
And then I will do a attack with the electric knife. Based on what it was saying in one of the other sections, it seemed like medium bladed weapons is a skill. So that's what I took with my upgrade.
Awesome.
So I'm trained in that, and I'll spend 2 levels of speed effort on that, because I get one of them for free. So that's 3 to bring that down. And that's a 9.
And that's
It's a
9
9
damage?
with it's a 9 for the attack for the roll to hit, with 3 between skills and assets, bringing everything, or sorry, between skills and effort, bringing it down.
Yeah. So 9 doesn't hit. You want to hit XP? So the first one was just to get you up in the air and ready to do this second part. The second part didn't, like 9 isn't enough. Do you want to use XP or?
So that's a 9 after applying 3 assets to it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you were already okay. So 9 up to 12. Oh yeah, so that it does. It absolutely does. Sure. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
So how do you tell us what happens? And is this the person who's already been shot and cut up, or the other? It's up to you. You're up way up high.
I'll start on the other one.
Got it.
So yeah, I will come down and probably like land on his chest with the knife, knocking him down.
Excellent.
So that will do 8 points for medium damage, plus 1 for being a capable warrior for 9, plus 3 from Iron Monkey for 12 points of damage.
Oh!
Jesus, you're your own heavy weapon.
That's awesome, dude. Oh crap. Okay, great. Okay. Yeah, this Robo Krusty, he's the one who has the gun in his hand. Even though it's shitty. You've knocked him down. You said you jumped on his chest.
He gets knocked down with Iron Monkey. So.
Okay, he still has the gun in his hand, but he's really hurt. Doesn't look like he looks like he's struggling to inhale, breathe.
Yeah, we'll
he
give him a
just
little
can't.
twist while we're there. That's
yeah. It does. He's definitely at least either Roboman or pure Robo, because it doesn't sink in like as satisfyingly as you wish it would. But it's still So, but he's a mess. Great. Anisoptera, you're above the other Robo Krusty, who, yep. Perfect. What do you
I'm going for the guy with a gun.
Okay, so it's right next to him anyway, so sure. Go for it.
Do the same thing, level of effort and reckon.
Good. You guys are more tanky this time. I like it.
Yeah, it's almost like we learned from our fight.
Yeah. I rolled a 4, but I'm spending XP and rolling that again.
Speak for yourself.
I rolled a 14.
Good. That counts. That absolutely works. Yes. So, and what is that? Is that medium damage?
It would medium damage plus 3, so it's 11 damage.
Wow. Oh, this is the other guy. Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Now
he looks
gotta take
wrecked.
down.
Yep. Is that 2? Is that 3? Yes. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Yes. So now Smoke. What are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna like glare at them.
From the boat to the shore, just.
Yeah. And make their heads explode.
Oh. Okay.
Bit of Michael Ironside action there.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like.
Do you have an? That's just kind of your internal monologue.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm like, I thought this was gonna.
When you use it on people, you get to do like "I'm crushing your heads" thing to the right. Like that's...
Oh yeah. Well, it's more like I'm uncrushing your head.
Nice. Yes. So what kind of?
So this is a mind punch.
Oh shoot, that's right.
It inflicts 4 points of intellect damage and ignores armor.
Oh, good. That's good to know.
And it affects up to three targets. So I'm going to I'm going to spend a level of effort. I'm also trained in this because I took one of my skills as training in this attack.
Oh,
so
good.
Spend a level of effort on damage.
Okay, and this is for which one? There's one with the gun.
Both of them.
Correct. That's right. Up to 3 targets. Oh shoot. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So let's try this. 17.
Damn. Okay, and that's 4 damage plus
Another. I don't know how much.
No. Oh.
I think it's 3. Oh wait, no.
Well,
this is Vurt. So
yeah, it's 4. It's 4.
Doubled.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, each of them gets 4 damage, but it goes through with and ignores armor. Okay. One of them.
Plus the effort that I spent for damage.
That's where it comes from. Okay, so 3.
Which.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it might be
7.
3.
So 7 each, going 7 each, ignoring armor. Okay. One of them, the one who was shot and slashed before, locks eyes with you, and then you just see this, and he drops just like a rag doll. You know, I'm sure inside his noggin, it's just this, it's fireworks. But as far as everybody else knows, he's just lifeless. He's gone. That mind punch took him out. The other one there, you see blood coming out of the nose and eyes, and he's trying to shake it off. He looks. This is the one with the gun. He looks ready to drop. Everybody who's looking at this person can see he's about ready to drop. There. Okay. Oedipus.
What exactly do they think they're getting out of this?
Well, I'm going to try to get that gun out of this.
Do it.
I'm gonna run up and be like, "Hey, buddy, here's a plan. You throw us that gun, and we keep going." The end.
He's screaming.
Feels like they're over the guy's chest. It's like, yeah. We'll just keep going.
Yeah, there's no way he can hear you and react in any logical manner with what's happening, like with literally somebody on top of him. So.
Well, I mean,
you can jump out. You can jump over there and grab it, but
it's an offer to live,
to not die.
From a boat, 6 feet away, while there's shooting and explode. Yeah, there's no way. If you get closer to him and like look him in the eye, and or things calm down for a round or two, then it might be different. But yeah, there's no way you can, with where he's at, that he can like look up and be like, okay, because he literally has a knife in his chest.
Just being loud.
In that case, I'm just gonna be like, no response. I'm like, I'm bored. And I just pew pew pew. Him nice. In the he's on the ground, right? And I shoot him in the feet.
Okay. Just so you know, with Engel on top, do not roll a 1.
Okay.
Otherwise, it'll hit him. But you know what? It's pew pew fingers, so you might be okay. But there is that danger.
Okay, I'm rolling.
We don't even know him that well.
I
rolled a 19.
Oh, excellent. So the pew pew, I'll say with that, and the 19. What's the minor effect that you've got? You know what? The minor effect is, I'll just say it right now. It not only doesn't hit Engel, but you hear a little squeal, scream, and then he goes out, and he's gone. That was the last bit, and they're both quiet on that side of the river. Okay, let's see, and that was Oedipus. Okay, Chester, you are up. There's nobody standing, or there's nobody left. There you have Anna's.
It's just the guy under Engel, right?
Yeah, they're both dead. Engel is on top of somebody. This is over on the shore. Anis Opera is also over there on the shore. You and Smoke are in the front there, or looking off the side, and Oedipus.
I'm gonna activate work the relationship. so I can shout, intimidate. I can shout encouraging words and give someone an additional action on their turn.
Wait,
I'm going to shout to Ang.
Wait, just so you know, there's nobody alive.
Yeah, everybody's dead.
And the reason I'm going along with this is because something is happening and you guys have not been aware of it. Like you said, what's the fucking point of getting you over there? So something's wrong. Everybody still feels like shit's going down, and it is.
Okay, I'm activating partially there.
Okay, cool. Very cool. Got it. So
That's my action.
Perfect. And you start to fade. Good timing. Okay. And now it's my turn again. And here's what your everybody who's on the boat, which is Chester, Oedipus, and Smoke, and Gary, who's too blitzed to feel anything right now, can feel it list. Not drift.
Now you're using it right.
Yes, list off. You're everybody. Just a little bit, and you can see that there is somebody in the water who has hooked onto the side of the boat, and now it's attached to the boat across. This was a diversion tactic. This is basically pirates, jumping aboard while you guys were distracted, and at least two of you guys are off on the shore. So now they're up. You feel the boat start to pull over, and it's being pulled on shore, from the other boat over. It's equivalent of like a tractor beam. That's their only move, and you can now see that there are 4 people on the other boat, the one directly to your left, not to the right, which is the shore, but directly to your left, and they're pulling you in, and they look really pissed. But that's we're now back to the top, and again, there's somebody in the water as well who's probably going to swim back. So top again, Mike, you are up, Engil, but you're over on the shore. You don't see it, but you have your eyes open and everything. You can see that something's wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I think my round probably ends up being me pulling this out of the dude that's underneath me, running to jump to get back onto our boat and trying to make my way to the other side to try to get onto the other one that's pulling us. But
awesome. Okay, so it's a speed roll. If you're trained in jumping, great. If not, again, it's not too difficult. I mean, it's a straight 12, unless you're trained.
No, I'm not trained.
3. Okay, so you want to use some effort?
Yeah, I'll spend a level of effort because I can get away with that for free. Haha. Okay.
Nice. Down to 9.
Yep.
Okay. Roll for it.
I can re-roll the 1, right?
You know what? No. This is too much of a good opportunity. Yeah, you fall in the water. It's cold as hell. And you can automatically smell it even before you submerge and come up. You're going to be able to scramble up the side, but you're going to fucking stink. You're going to stink. I mean,
like Liverpool.
Leaving the city.
Almost as bad as Liverpool. Yeah. But yeah, with the 1, it looks good, and then you just don't quite make it. That's cool. But yeah, again, you'll be up. It's a little more cosmetic. Okay, next is Anisoptera. You can fly. And you're there now, looking over the two Robo-Crusty, basically the bait.
And I've heard the commotion on the other side.
Correct.
Can I fly over and use my wreck to attack the cables that they're using to hook onto the boat?
No, because it's on the other side. You can use your action just to get there. Unless you have another skill that allows you to extend.
I have fleet of foot. If I succeed on a level 2 speed task, I can move a short distance and then attack.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. Do that. That's exactly the way to do it.
Okay, so I'm going to spend a level of effort for that on that level 2 speed task just to make sure. Good thing, because I rolled a 2.
Yikes.
that make it without it? Because I'm ready to spend the XP and reroll that.
You're just flying, right?
Right, I'm flying, but it's a level 2 speed task that I spent a level of effort on. Oh, so that's
okay. So it's a 6 that you spent effort, so it's now down to 3. So yeah.
Okay, spending an XP, rerolling.
Ooh.
Roll the 3. Hey.
Excellent. Just
enough.
Good.
How often are you happy you got a 3?
Yeah, I know. Good. Okay. Yes. Sure. Sure.
So
So
then now
so attack.
yes, I am attacking that chain.
Yes. I actually. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. And there are. Yeah. There's. Yeah. There's just one chain, obviously, and
Okay.
it's pulling over.
And that's with the effort on that as well, and I rolled an 8.
Got it.
And I'm trained in the attack, and it's wrecked. So
After
that's
12.
11
Yes.
points of damage onto the chain.
Damn. I'm gonna say with that, that's a solid hit. It's wreck. Makes perfect sense. You break through that chain. It snaps, and everybody, the 4 on the other boat who are pulling at it, fall on their ass, and they'll still be able to get up and fight, but they're no longer pulling you over, and they're on the other boat. Okay, good.
Pirates suck.
Smoke, you are up.
I look at them and I say, "Do you even know who you're fucking with?"
Good.
And then I fuck with them.
There it is. There's 4 of them, and again, they're sitting kind of on their ass at this point, trying to catch their breath, but they're gonna get up. Oh, and I should mention, these are not Robo-Crusties. These here they're wearing different clothing, a lot of layers and this and that. It's really hard to tell in this light what they are. One's a little bit bigger than the others, but you really can't tell. They don't look like the ones who are covered in mud, trying to be a distraction. That were covered in mud. Now they're dead. Okay, what you doing, Smoke?
Does anybody look like they're in charge?
No.
No boat
No,
captain.
they were all pulling on the same one. One happens to be a little bit bigger, like I said, but it doesn't look like it's a leadership thing. Just built bigger.
All right.
He may be large, but not
Then
necessarily
I'm just
in charge.
gonna.
In charge.
I'm going to mind punch everyone but the big guy.
Got it. Okay.
And I will spend effort for damage again.
Okay.
So that's 7 intellect damage.
Okay. So that's just a hit. It's a straight shot. You can see them. They're on their butts. They're all looking at you. That'd be a difficulty 4. Are you trained in?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
trained in mind punching.
Okay, so it drops it down to from a 12 to a 9, and you said you're going to use effort?
For damage.
Okay, so it's a 9 to hit.
19.
Ooh.
Oh, that gives me an extra damage, doesn't it?
If you chose ahead of time.
Damage or effect.
Yeah. Yeah. So the effect, I'm going to say that. How about this? How about this for an effect? Because you guys are just racing through it. The minor effect is that you hits all 4, unless you don't want to hit that 4th.
No, I'll hit all 4.
That's a pretty major minor effect, but why the hell not? He'll take half damage, whatever it is. How much is the
splashback?
Yeah.
It's 7 damage with the extra effort.
Okay, so he takes 4. Perfect. So he takes 4. Oh, and it ignores armor. The others take 7. That's excellent. Good. Okay, so you see all of them again. Everybody's angry, and then everybody has the same kind of like almost confusion of why their brain feels like it just got stabbed with hot poker.
Brain stab.
Horrible. Oedipus, you are up.
So I'm having a hard time tracking where these guys are. So
okay.
Are they they're boarding us?
They were. There's a chain now that's been broken. So right now they're just four dudes on a boat that tried to pull a fast move on you guys that are on their ass and now just got mind punched.
So they're not attached to our boat anymore.
No, it's a pirate trick kind of thing. They were, again, it's a distraction on the right-hand side to get people hopefully off the boat so they can pull the boat over and smash grab. Pirates. Longboat pirates. Yeah.
I was just thinking, like, I could spin identity and hold up like a badge looking thing, and I'm like, wait a minute, we have a fucking cop with a badge who could just scare them off that way.
True, and also you're going to have to wait at least around if anybody wants to talk to them or do anything that has to do with even hearing.
Law dog.
Because they just got mind punched, all of them. So they're not. They're in a world of hurt.
I'm gonna try to. Is it possible to use my finger guns to try to punch a hole in their boat?
Sure. Why not? Why the hell not? Let's see. They're fairly thick. I'm gonna say that. Let's say it's a difficulty 5, so it's like a 15 to hit, unless you want to use effort or trained or something.
Is that speed or intellect?
Int, because it's your math and magic.
Okay.
Or it's not math and magic, but it's.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to spend 3 levels of effort.
Okay, 15 to 12, 12 to 9, 9 to 6.
All
right.
Now I need to do math on how much I have left. I'll do that after I shoot them. So I spent 3 levels of effort.
Okay, 6 to hit. The boat.
Yep. 7.
Excellent. Thump, thump. Your little pew pew guns actually hit right at the water line, and you can see, bubbles already start to like bubble out. And there's a bit of a rock of their boat. Again, they're too mind punched to know what the hell's going on yet. But yes, that is it, and you expect that will have a good effect. Okay, that was Oedipus. Chester, you are up.
They're on a boat, right?
Correct.
Is it? Yeah. I'm gonna shoot at the boat with my vorpal gun. Well, wait, hang on. No. Can I see who's driving the boat?
They actually, no, you can't. They're almost certainly there is somebody in the water. I should mention, obviously, the one who attached it. That was probably the captain or the one piloting the boat. They're swimming back to the boat to jump back in. They're swimming towards the back. So they were piloting it. They jumped off, put it on, and then we're swimming back. So there's no captain right now.
There's okay. I am going to I want to. Can I just? So what's attached to our boat? Like, how thick is this thing?
There's nothing attached anymore. You have 2 dead robo-crusties on the shore that are just a mess. You have your boat that is still going forward. And then you have a boat about 5 or 6 feet off to your left, where there are four figures sitting on their ass on their side, and then there's one swimming back towards the back of the boat. So their plan fell apart so hard. Really did.
I'm taking their fucking boat though.
It already has holes in it. It already has holes in it. Maybe you can repair it.
Still, it's less that I want the boat and more that I don't want them to have it.
Truth. I should also mention at this point, there's boats all around. It seems like the boats that are closest to you that they can't get away fast enough or whatever, because these are really slow moving boats and there's boat traffic. Everybody who is looking out is like trying to stay out of it, hoping it'll just pass. They didn't see anything.
It's the boat's 6 feet away. I can make that jump. I'm jumping to their boat.
Okay, if you're trained in jumping, let me know. It's a speed test. It's 4, difficulty 4, so it's 12. Any effort?
I'm not trained in jumping. I'm trained in running. I don't know if I can run and jump and count that.
No, you don't have enough space.
But I'll spend effort. Okay. I'll spend 2 levels of speed to take that down.
Perfect.
And I got a 16.
6 or above. Excellent. Okay. It goes in slow motion. You can see the water underneath you. You can actually see the swimmer underneath, looking up. This is a robo-man of some sort trying to get back, and you land right next to
Okay.
these four, and then
Okay. That's just my movement. So now I get to attack.
wait, the jump would have been the action, the actual action.
Oh.
So you can yell, you can set yourself up, you can pull something, but the actual.
I'm just making sure that the Vorpal pistol is aimed at whoever, like aimed towards the group.
I'm gonna say
jump.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you did that as you were jumping. It looked fucking rad. Good. Okay. Now it is them. Only one of them is going to be able to react. The one who only took half damage from this mind punch. The bigger dude. The bigger dude stands up and takes out his monoblade. He has monoblade. There, and he draws it. Right, and he points it at you, who just jumped over, and he growls, and he goes to attack. It's difficult for him, very difficult, so it'll be easier for you, because he kind of has to jump over the one in front of him. It's a speed defense roll. Instead of a 12, it's only a 9. Do you want to use effort or something?
No, I'm good.
The monoblade.
Yeah, but I got partially there, so I'm okay.
Oh, that's right. That adds an asset then. So it's, that adds an asset. So 6 or above, without even spending effort.
16.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. He was asking too much of himself. All right. And it just kind of swings down, but he's the one in front of you. And now at this point, all 4 of them seem to be wiping their eyes, and they're getting up to their feet, and they're ready to fight you because you're on the boat. That'll be next round. And also, this is the point where the swimmer gets to the back of the boat, and he's going to take the next round to get up and pilot it. Okay, top of the order, Mike. What is Engil doing?
So has Engil pulled himself up out of the water onto the edge of the Cranky Yankee at this point?
Correct.
Okay. Can I see where that other guy is getting out of the water onto the back of that boat?
Certainly can.
Because that seems like it's kind of behind Chester.
Yep. It's okay. Correct.
Well, then, screw it. We're going Iron Monkey again.
Yeah. Oh, good. Nice.
Behind you.
Perfect.
So
okay.
That is find the right place. I'll spend might to activate that. Spend another level of might for effort. So that's difficulty 3.
And this is for
that. That's for the jump part.
Excellent. Okay. Good. Again, as you're halfway up, you can see the swimmer who's just gotten up has just got his hand put on the rudder, and he's looking up.
Wait, what was that shadow? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And then, so speed attack, trained in medium bladed weapons. I'll spend 2 levels of speed effort. One of them gets canceled out because of edge. So that's 3 assets. Or 3. Reduces it by 3. Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
And 16.
Got it. Okay. And how much is that on damage then?
8 from the knife.
Right.
1 from Capable Warrior to make it 9, and then 3 from Iron Monkey to make it 12.
Okay, he only has 12. He only has 12. And he has no armor. He was swimming.
Well, then half of him lands in the water, and the other half is still there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's pretty close. Yeah, you're now chumming the water for
I'm sure there's
at
nothing
this
bad
point.
that'll happen doing that in these canals.
Yeah, exactly. All the Vurt crocs. Okay, perfect. Yeah, he's gone. He's off, and he is sinking into the water as we speak. Okay, next up is my Anisoptera.
So, how far apart are the boats, and how wide is the river here?
It's 6 feet between your boat and theirs to the left. Off to the right, it's still about 6 feet. to the shore, and then total at this particular spot, it's maybe 20 feet, 25 feet or something across. There's another boat to the side of that, but it has nothing to do, as far as you can tell, with it. You know, this is almost like a fight in slow moving traffic.
Oh, okay. I was gonna see about maybe going to the stern and turning the wheel all the way to one side and forcing the boat aground onto the other shore.
You can force it to crash into the boat next to it.
Right, it'll crash into the boat next to it. That won't necessarily stop it. If it goes
Correct.
around on the other side of the river, that would be...
You know what? If you want to stay at the tiller and actually keep it going that direction, I'll say for 2 actions you can run it aground. You have to be holding it the whole time.
I can wait. I can do something else this round and then go back to the tiller next round when we're maybe clear of the boat. So I'm instead gonna go. I'm gonna wreck it.
Wreck it.
The guy with the monoblade.
Do it. Yeah, the big guy in the front.
Then my...
Okay. At this point, again, there's people yelling and, you know, saying, "Cut that out!" You know, and there's gunshots, obviously, that you guys are shooting. And this is not Manchester, obviously. Even you can still see the lights in the background, but there's no one. There's no MPD showing up. There's no. It's kind of freeing.
It's a lawless wasteland. I love it.
Yeah.
Except that it is not the city, so I hate it.
Aha! So I spent a lot of effort and I rolled a 16. So
that counts. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so you're going for the one. Okay, so and how much?
11.
He does have armor. Okay, so he looks wrecked. Yeah. He still has a monoblade in his hand, but you know you've cut through these layers. Pardon?
I thought a function on the monoblade was that it ignores armor, but I may be thinking of something else.
Oh, does it?
I don't remember. I'm going to look.
Yeah. Let me know if it does, because I've been figuring
the monoblade.
Yeah, I thought one of the weapons we put in ignores armor because it's so.
Oh.
Mine does.
It says
monoblade doesn't.
Yeah, it says they cut through pretty much anything, but it doesn't say ignores armor.
Okay, yeah, got it. Okay.
My Vorpal pistol ignores armor.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
I thought we put one of the melee weapons as well, but I was incorrect. So no problem.
Okay. Perfect. Let's go then. Yes, that does. He looks wrecked. Smoke, you are up.
So, what's the current situation? We've got the wrecked guy.
Chaos.
3 behind him that are, also reaching for weapons and are standing up. You don't know what they have yet. You have Chester in front, like standing right in front of a guy who just got wrecked from above. And then in the back, you have somebody who almost got to the tiller and now is in pieces chumming the water. You guys are... Yeah, this...
I look at what's left in them and I say, clearly the answer was no, or you'd be better prepared. and I'm gonna do my thing again.
Mind punch. Okay, so there are 4 targets. Which ones do you want to use? You can get up to 3.
The original 3 again.
Got it. Perfect. The one's right behind him.
And again, the effort for damage.
Got it. Good.
$15. And I'm trained.
Okay, then yes, absolutely. Good. Okay, so mind punch, and what is that again? It ignores armor. It's 4 plus.
Ignores armor. 4 plus 3 damage for the effort.
7. Okay. Shoot. Okay, so they're down 14. And 11. Okay. Yes. Oh, sorry. He did not. Okay. Yeah, that certainly is changing things. At this point, I'm going to say that even before you, Oedipus and Chester go, because it's been more than a round since you shot, the finger lasers into the side of the boat. You can now see that it's actually it's taking on water below, obviously, and it's already not only slowing down, but it's starting to go in. And that's where you're at. You can see that the four of them, they're looking around, they're ready to fight, but they're conscious and they're they don't look like they want to keep fighting, but they're going to, unless something changes. But that's the feeling you get. I mean, it's been like boom, 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 from death from above, a monk jumping from one side, a monk jumping from the other. This is crazy. They're not that stupid. So
They're still fighting, so they're that stupid.
True, but they don't necessarily want to. Oedipus, you are up.
I'm gonna try to make the hole a little bit bigger.
Good, of course. You give the speaker the opportunity to actually speak for once. He's like, no, finger lasers in the boat again. Screw these guys.
We keep trying to turn to speaking after we've already tried violence. It never feels like the right order.
Yeah, so.
That's because he's the last in the turn.
Yeah, couldn't be righter. Second to last. Yeah, couldn't be righter.
Right,
but...
so I have 4 edge, so I'm going to spend 1 level of effort just for shits and giggles.
Good.
And then I'm going to roll. I rolled a 10.
Okay, and this is finger lasers on a basic thing. It's 12 down to 9. That counts.
Yep.
Bigger hole, and now the boat jerks, and you can actually see that it is slowing down to almost a stop, and the stern is really sinking.
I'm gonna as that happens, I'm gonna be like, man, that's a nice boat you got there. Wouldn't it be terrible if something happened to it? Oh shit, I should have said that first.
Nice. Okay. Chester, you are up.
All right. I am gonna. Is there someone like point blank rage in front of me right now with a monoblade that just tried to? Yeah,
correct,
he's getting his face shot.
Yeah, he's looking awful, and he's gonna look awfuler. Go for it.
He's getting face shot.
It's point blank. It's just ugly, and again, at
15.
this point, perfect. So I'm gonna to make it more real for you. His face, is there, and again, as you see the flash of your Vorpal pistol, you can see that this is probably either a RoboVurt or something really, really. Like, he's bigger than everybody else, but like he has tentacles, but he also has those like the predator, little scorpion things, and he looks monstrous, and he also looks incredibly angry, and that's the last that he sees. And the roll is what? What'd you get?
I got a 15.
Okay, yeah, anything over a 9 works. Okay, and he is sprayed all over his other 3 friends. And he's dropping to the ground. We haven't even gotten to that part yet. Okay, it's now their turns. All 3 of them are going to take this action to run. They're at the front anyway. They're going to run and try to jump over to the boat next to them and jump over to the boat past them. So this is going to be 2 rounds where if anybody wants to stop them somehow, either from range or getting to them or whatever, you can, or you can let them go. But they're going to do 1 round to jump to the boat next to them to the left, and then from that boat to the shore, the banks on the other side to the left, and then hopefully running away. Okay.
They have their boat after this, right?
It is sinking. It is sinking.
Oh.
It is absolutely, yeah.
Nevertheless.
It could have, it maybe, who knows what was in the bottom there, but
someone owned the Titanic. It's fine.
Okay, and with that, let's continue in order, but Mike, Engil is there. Again, you don't have to do anything, but you can.
Oh, they're not leaving. No. No, Engil takes a running leap and goes after, try to make his way across onto the next boat to try to catch up to one of them.
Okay, perfect. So that's again a 12. It's difficulty 4. If you are trained in anything or you want to use effort, we can drop it.
I'm not trained in anything relevant, but I have 3 speed edge, so I'll use a level of effort there for free. So.
Okay, perfect. So down to 9 or above.
14.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, you got 1 there. Yeah. What you doing there?
I'm gonna take a swing with the electric knife on him.
Jumping. Okay, so you're jumping with them. So again, because you succeeded and you're in this first round of them jumping, you're already on the boat. So yeah, so you can do it. Yeah, you can stab in the air if you want. I'll definitely say that.
Of course, yeah. That's
okay.
Cool.
GM intrusion. GM intrusion. Here we are. It's been a while.
GM intrusion. Everybody needs a bathroom break.
Yeah. Oh no, I know that's for sure. Yeah, I'm trying to let them get away. You guys are like, no. I'm trying to be nice. Yeah, the GM intrusion. And we're almost done with this. The GM intrusion is that if you want to stab him in that, you're going to fall in the water with him. But you'll get him. You won't make it to the other boat, but you will have stopped one of them. And then everybody gets XP. It's up to you. You don't have to.
Can I stop him? Okay, can I grab him instead of stabbing him if that goes on?
No, if you want to, any contact with him that's going to stop one of them for sure, instead of having all 3 of them keep leapfrogging over, it'll be a GM intrusion. Yeah. So you want to take him down, or do you want to let it go?
Yeah, my question was, can I take the GM intrusion without killing him?
Killing him, yeah, without killing him, without a doubt. Okay. Yes, but you will
Yeah.
both fall in the water.
That's fair.
It just stops your progress. That. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you grab.
So long as I have somebody to torture after, I'm good.
Exactly. You fall into the water halfway, between, and it's not too much space between those boats, so be careful. But yeah, you're back in the water again. So you've done a lot of high jumping and water, swimming.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So you're in the water. Next, Anisoptera, you can fly, but you're still over. Like you're still 1 away, but you can do it. It's up to you.
The other guys have jumped off the boat now.
Yeah, all 3 have now jumped off the boat onto the boat next to them, or are almost there. They're jumping over.
All right. And any of my people still on this boat?
Which boat? The
The
one that's sinking?
The enemy boat, yeah.
Yeah, Chester. It's Chester, Oedipus. No, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Chester and Oedipus, and Smoke.
Did Oedipus go across to their boat?
I'm on our boat still.
Yes,
but
correct.
I was
Chester. Yeah,
boat.
it's just Chester.
Okay, because I'm
Chester.
Yep. Oedipus has been doing pew pew from your boat.
Well, I can carry Chester, but I'm gonna suggest to Chester that he jump back on our boat and tell him that I'm gonna run this aground and then tear off their steering wheel and then fly back to our boat.
Yeah, I will. As soon as it's my turn, I'll jump. It's not my go right now, right?
Cool.
Okay. So I'll start the process of running this aground, but not into another boat. And then as soon as it's run aground, I'm gonna chop the steering wheel off the post and then fly back to our boat.
Got it. It's going to be even easier, because it's now slowed down to almost a crawl because it's taking on so much water and dipping. So sure, absolutely. Okay, you can do that.
Not make it to the side.
Start the process. Yeah, I was going to say. Well, close. It might. Okay, next up we have Smoke. All right, and they're jumping. They're jumping away. You got 3 of them. You have 2 of them. That's right. Only 2 of them made it to the other side. One of them's in the water with Engil. So 2 of them are almost jumping to yet another person's boat. What you gonna do?
If you're gonna run the boat aground, that means it's not gonna sink quite yet, so that's fine. I am going to jump over there.
Mm-hmm. Jump onto the sinking boat?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, of course.
And And I grab one of the jumping people as
Oh
they're
no,
jumping.
sorry. They're 2 boats over.
Oh, they're 2 boats over.
Yeah, so the only one who could have jumped, no, it couldn't have. You were in the middle of shooting something in the face. Yeah, only Engel was already on the boat and not doing combat, decided to follow them. So they're 1 boat ahead of you. So it's
Okay.
like Frogger. They're just, yeah. Unless you have like fleet of foot or something else, even that would be difficult.
Well,
So 2 of them are almost at there, and they're getting away. What you doing?
wonder if I can just mind punch them from here. I'm gonna have my blurbs go and
Okay.
like just annoy the shit out of them.
Okay.
Try and what I want them to do is hinder their attempt to jump.
Okay.
So
Because
that
they'll still have to make. You can get the blurbs there, and in time for them to distract from where they jump from that boat to the banks, because they only
Yeah.
have one last little thing. So sure. So you
Yeah.
sending the blurbs is the action, and that's just have them just race toward it and try and distract him in the last jump.
yeah, I want them to get thrown off for
Got it.
that last jump so that they miss.
Okay, perfect. Okay, yes. Okay, so that's yours. Oedipus, you are up again. 2 of them are almost at the that other boat. They're jumping. They're about ready to land.
Can I try to hit them in mid jump so that they miss?
Sure.
If you feel.
It's a little bit harder because they're farther away and they're mid jumping, but you know you're up to a 15. 15. Are you gonna drop it with effort or anything?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna drop it 3 levels.
Oh,
Sarah and I
okay,
just-
then.
Sarah and I just ran the math on how
Oh
how
yeah,
little you have to spend when you have H4.
I know.
So,
I know.
3 levels down.
Yep. So 15, 12, 9, 6. So 6.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Can I suggest one? So how many
Yes.
guys are jumping over?
2 of them are jumping over. One of them's
hit
in the
one.
water.
I hit
Okay.
one, and the guy I hit tries to grab onto the other guy and pulls them both into the water.
Okay, perfect. And that's we'll take this bio break now. But when we come back, we'll resolve the fact that quite literally in the water next to Engil are 3 of these people. The boat is being pulled over, and yes, you will be able to do whatever the fuck you want with the boat as far as running it aground or whatever. You have control. And again, you have a couple bodies and stuff like that. But you'll be able to, maybe fish these people out of the water or something. So let's take a 10-minute bio break, and then you can see, what the fuck? What the fuck? Did they not know who they were messing with? Spoiler alert. No, they didn't.
no, they did not. Yeah,
No, they had no idea. You were just an easy mark, and that turned out to be not easy. All right, 10 minutes.
Cool.
Talk to
We'll see everybody in a little bit.
back in 10.
Hi,
All
everybody.
right. Okay. So we are picking up right where we left off again, and there are three uh, floundering wannabe pirates in the water next to Engil. Absolutely a mess. There's people starting to scream right now because they actually, instead of hiding, they can see that it's stopped and they can actually see the blood everywhere. I mean, someone got their head blown off. The guys off to the side, you guys have drifted past it a little bit. You can still see it there, but where their little distraction place was has drifted on. The boat is now is off to the side and we could say it's grounded, and the other boat has gone around. People are yelling, people are starting to scream, and three people are in the water with you. What are you guys doing?
Am I in the water? I was still on the boat.
Nope, you're not. Yeah,
I'm
and
gonna
actually,
grab
the boat
whichever
that
one
you're
was
on,
closest.
yeah,
Try to drag him
Yep.
back to our boat.
perfect.
If Chester can't jump, I can carry him across the water to our boat.
Okay.
I can jump.
Yep. Go for the jump. In fact, you know what? I'll say that. Yeah, go for the jump. Otherwise, you'll fall in. No big deal.
Okay.
But that boat is about ready. Like the water now is coming up around your shins, getting to your knees, getting up to your thighs. Like it is sinking fast.
How high is the water, Mama?
Get it on ground fast.
Okay. 13.
Yeah, that counts. So yes, you jump from one boat to the other. Again, leaving the body of the headless body of the big dude, the Vurt, the Robo Vurt, or whatever the hell it was, the ugly dude. And yeah, so that is you're back onto your boat. Your boat is going again. There's no cops out here, but at the same time, with this lawlessness, you can get the feeling that before too long, people are going to start coming out above deck with weapons to make sure that you guys don't get near them. You guys just look like murder hobos, which is kind of what you guys are.
We're defense hobos.
Yeah.
Role-playing game, right?
Right. So two of them are swimming towards to the banks and are they've made it to the banks and are going to be running away.
I want to try and grab the big guy's monoblade before it sinks, before there's too much water over it, if that's possible.
Yeah, sure. Let's say that right before it goes under. Yeah, you can do that. And then I'm going to also say that because of that, there's no one close enough to those other two that were in the water to get them, and they're just going to go. They're going to run, or leave the monoblade and get one of them. It's up to you. You already have one.
No, I'm going to grab the monoblade and I'm going to yell to those two and tell your friends to steer clear of us too.
Excellent. Got it.
Is it possible for me to like? I can't touch the boat from here, right?
You're touch which boat? The sinking one? No.
All right. Well, then I'm going to jump over there. Onto the roof area.
Okay.
Specifically so I can paint 3 stripes on it and then jump back.
Before it sinks. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Weird.
Why not?
We want to be like not that conspicuous.
No,
she's
man.
immortal.
It's not like I can die.
Yeah, exactly.
I offer to spray paint for it if you just want to throw me the can and then I can fly back. If you want to jump, you can go ahead and jump, but I can get back without worrying about it.
That's true. All right, I'll chuck you the spray can.
So as you're spraying the 3 stripes, the boomer, keeping everything boomer chic, the fella that's in the water with you, I'll say that let's skip ahead about 3 or 4 minutes, unless you guys want to do something with this sinking boat. But if you guys all want to get back on the boat with a prisoner, sound good? We'll 5 minutes ahead for that. Okay.
I don't care about
Okay, yeah. The other boat has 3 stripes. It's now sinking. People are trying to get around it. It's a mess. And yeah. So that is it. You have a monoblade as well. Okay. Yes, 2. Oh, that's right. Slick.
So all my rec is you grab one weapon with 2 hands, but
Oh, that's gonna be rad.
It'll look flashy for intimidation.
Yeah. Yeah, especially you'd look flashy for intimidation even without the weapons. Okay, so what's happening? Okay, this drowned rat of a dog man that you pull into there. Again, he's sopping wet. He's got layers on and everything. You know, he looks really really rough, and he's scared, and he's you know, shaking and kind of, you know, doing little dog whine when you guys get close, but he's just shaking, chattering his teeth.
I feel so bad for him.
Yeah, the pirate asshole. Yeah.
Take a break then. I'll take care of the rest.
Yeah. He doesn't seem as tough without his 5 friends. Oh wait, 4 other friends. Well, 6 other friends if you count the bait. Yeah. So they were all working together. Yeah. So he's just saying, you know, I didn't know they took me hostage. This is, you know, I tried to stop them. You know.
Down your hat.
While he's sitting there, like, Engel is just going to like wipe against like the front of the guy's shirt. He's like just the blood off the knife that he used to like all of his friends.
Can I walk up to him, slap him in the face, and say, "Look at me, I'm the captain now."
Yep. He stops. He's still shaking, but he's not saying anything anymore. He's just looking wide-eyed and shaking.
Why did we get this guy? What's the point?
I wanted to see if he knew anything.
Because we don't know why we're out here. We don't know who sent us out here. We don't know where they wanted us to go. And then these guys showed up screwing with us.
He's punching. He's really just
somebody is going to answer a question somewhere sometime, and it's going to be this guy.
Chester's going to approach this guy, and he's just going to set the butt of his Vorpal pistol right on the guy's like temple, like right here. And just be like, "Did someone hire you to attack us? Is this what we want to know? Is this it? Is this the whole thing?"
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
I'm trained in intimidation, so I'll roll for it.
Don't even roll. Don't worry. He is putty. He is absolute putty.
It's a level 0 task.
Yeah, truly. He says yes. No. Yeah. Yes. No. He's trying to tell you what you want to hear.
Okay, I'm going to use read mind.
Okay.
I'll activate that, and hang on, let me just double check that I forget Josiah versus. I think I got this.
Yeah. What do you guys want to know? I whatever you said is what I did. I'm so sorry.
Read mind. Oh, I don't have read mind. I have simple communication.
I want to pat it while these guys are interrogating.
I have read mind.
I want to pat down all the guys and see if they've got any drugs.
This guy, you pat him down. Again, he's been in the water. But yeah, he doesn't. Yeah. He doesn't seem to have. He's got a drip feed card. That's about it, I would say. They had stuff probably on the boat, or at least stuff that, or in his pocket that he was reaching for that he just doesn't have right now. But he does have a drip feed card. It's a dirty pirate. It's just a dirty pirate. One of those longboat pirates that just, waits for someone to to take just too long at the channel lock, and then, they never get back in their boat.
So, Alex, my read mind, am I able to actually?
Oh, you have it? Okay.
Yeah, I have it. I have to sort out anything?
Yeah. So it's just a whole bunch of stupid stupid, Carl, stupid Carl. I told him, we never should have. They look too big. Stupid Carl. I'm glad you got your head blown off, you ugly son of a
these
bitch.
guys are fucking useless.
Yeah, these are just it. Truly, they were in the wrong place at the wrong time.
All right.
Kind of
Were
thing.
they?
So everyone vote. Do we let them go or do we kill them?
Can we make a game out of it, maybe?
Yeah, I was gonna say he raises his hand. Yeah. Good
I
call.
don't know. Maybe you can be useful. Can you cook?
Right.
Can you scrub floors?
Oh, you're gonna.
We're not taking on staff.
Yeah.
Why
By
not?
the
I
We
way,
don't have the management infrastructure.
there are other people in the other boats. Again, you guys are all floating together. You're still close enough to Manchester that there's no more than there's always a boat or 2 or 3 within 5 feet of you, 6 feet. Everybody's floating together like Small World or something horrific. And that's what's happening. So
I'm taking initiative. I'm just kicking them off the boat, literally, like physically pushing them into the water. Just because, like, I'm done.
he
Like,
does the yeah.
Like,
There's a
these people are
shocked look.
pointless.
Yep.
I say
You
we
like
let him go.
throw him
Just
into the
hand in the middle of the
boat?
chest, just shove. Just
Yep.
You got
Okay.
your wish.
And he's off, and you can see him, you can see that a couple people that were kind of looking out the curtains of their longboats kind of look to see, okay, well, maybe there's gonna be no bloodshed, nothing interesting, and they close up
They're
the blinds.
disappointed.
Some are disappointed. Yeah, they probably wanted to jump in on a fight. It gets boring on a boat. Okay. That is where you're at. You're floating right now. You can actually see that you guys are at the channel lock. And this is getting up to the big channel lock. They call it the roundabout. This is a spot where you either go west to Liverpool, north to Edinburgh, or east heading south. That will have stop-offs either going back into Manchester, west to Birmingham, or south to London. So here's the big roundabout. Do you go north? Do you go west, or do you go east and south?
Let's
East and south, all right? We're going to London.
Have we actually decided thing?
Don't
well,
know.
it either gets us towards London or back in the direction to try to go back into Manchester if that's what we want to do.
I say, Oedipus raises his hand and say, London. That's my vote.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, let's go to London.
London, the former capital.
And then we'll see.
Here we go.
Say again, Pete.
First we'll see London, and then we'll see France, and then we'll see some of these underpants.
Yeah, which is when Gary stands up and yells, "London!" and he seems super excited. So there's the answer to your question, Smoke. Yeah, as far as Gary's eyes show, the best drugs are in London. So yeah, he's
All right, London it is.
Yep, and plus it's the longest trip for him with all these stops. So he's going to get paid the most. So he's super happy. He starts, singing a shanty that no one's even heard. Maybe he's making up the words as he goes. Nothing rhymes. The tune is all off, but he loves it.
Andy, you're a fine girl, a good wife you would be.
Yeah, here he is, just whistling through the gaps there in his grill. Perfect. And now I'm going to say that it's not too far away from sunup. You guys are exhausted, of course, but it's not too far off from sunup. No, of course.
Oh yeah, you're up for 4 days still, right?
Yeah, you didn't even sleep. Perfect.
Oh yeah. We take our 10-hour then, or?
Yeah, you certainly can, if you want to, as long as there's someone watching, and you guys know that you are heading, south or east and south. So who's watching there?
I mean, I'm watching, but I'm also not doing anything while I watch, so I feel like I could rest anyway.
Yes. Okay. So,
Yeah,
and you've been up for how many days?
Sit cross-legged, like 4 days, I think. I'm gonna sit cross-legged on the roof.
Okay. I'm gonna say that you cross your legs, and and you fall into the deepest sleep that you need to do it. After 4 days, you're
Oh, are
surprised.
we 4 days later?
Oh, I thought you
I,
said you've been up for 4 days.
no.
Oh,
I took them the day that we left.
got it. Okay, I see. I was like,
So how
dude,
many
if you've been
days
up
has
for,
it been since then?
it's only been a night.
That's kind of
an
what I
evening,
thought. So yeah, I'm good.
Okay, then yeah. Okay, so yeah, you're up. Okay, so let's. Here's what we're gonna do: a navigation roll. It's gonna be one step easier because you have somebody who checked the maps and did all this. Yeah, actually you can roll. Whoever, even though you're not the one steering it, roll for. Sorry, who has the navigation experience? That's Mike. No, is that Pete?
I have navigation. Rob has piloting.
Driving.
Engil has navigation too.
Yes,
Okay.
Lance was navigation.
Okay. Oh, that's right. A lot of people. And then who? Okay, perfect. So anybody who is trained in navigation, just make the first navigation roll. If you're gonna do like a 10-hour stint, then you're gonna do that. So
I got a 4.
okay, this is a table, so don't worry. There's not a succeed or pass on this, at least for the second chunk, because you guys have already activated the first one. Okay, for which is nothing. Okay, nothing. Yeah, passes. It says nothing special. So nothing special happens. Again, you're floating along, and Gary's singing, and yeah, but you guys make it.
Sing along with him.
Mm-hmm. Yep. People, as you start again, as the sun starts coming up, people, from other boats yell, "Shut the fuck up!" because you guys are singing. They're trying to get some sleep. This is the point now also where you guys see that there are actually longboats more to the side. They've actually stopped in certain areas, which you're not allowed to do in Manchester, but you can out here. But usually you don't. So at this point, you're seeing it happen, and you actually can see people out on their little tiny thin decks, or right above on the roofs, having their bangers and mash and beans and the full English.
Oh man, except for part of it.
Yeah. So it's breakfast time.
The pizza place I just ordered dinner from, they have a full English breakfast pizza.
Nice.
Man, how much haze do you have to be, smoking to even get near that? Oh, Lord of mercy. No. That's awful. So yeah, it's breakfast time. You guys have made it through another night. Now, you on top there, keeping watch, some type of perception roll, some type of taking, just kind of, which you're always going to do at the end of these navigation rolls, just kind of a lay of the land kind of thing. So all these navigation rolls are followed by perception, at least on this. So Shar, you'll roll a perception. Nope. Mm-hmm.
No, I will, but I have. Let me check. I have too many characters. Oh, yes, I do. I have curious.
Okay.
Whenever I use effort to attempt navigation, perception, or initiative tasks in an area you've only rarely or never visited before, you can apply an additional free level of effort.
Excellent. Great. Okay.
So I will spend 2 levels of intellect effort, and that's free.
Okay.
Because I have it free.
Okay, 15, 12, 9. 9 or above?
20.
Wow.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll my recovery, because I need it.
How do I do this? 20. Okay, yes, you see that there is a boat about 3 boats back, where you can kind of see the curtains going in and out. It gives you kind of some shady feelings. Although with the 20, I don't know how to say this. I can't say. Let's just say that that something. This is more than just curiosity. It's more than just something you need to look into. With a 20, they're actively following you, and with a 20, let's say that you also realize they've probably been following you all night. just about 3 to 4 lengths back. There are two boats in front of you, or between you, but
So it's us, 2 boats, and then these guys who are following us.
correct, which is just in just a regular long boat. It doesn't even have a name on the side. It looks really like run down and rickety, but most of these do.
Clearly, these people haven't been paying attention.
Yeah, or they have, and that's why they're not on your boat right now. This is the point actually where the sun breaks through the clouds and shines everywhere. It's so out of the norm. Yeah, that, some people, like, you can see them kind of looking out. They're squinting their eyes like this. You're still in limbo, obviously. It's a little bit nicer area, obviously. The people are more to the side, but it's actually sunny. Go figure. It's still cold and chilly morning, but it's we got the sun peeking through now.
What does the shore look like here? Just in
This
terms of, is this farmland? Are there settlements we can see?
This is farm. This is every once in a while you can see some lights out in the distance. These small
Limbo,
things.
it's not rolling green hills, but
True, it was once. 100 years ago or whatever. But no, this is going through just the rural, just shite area. At least for this part, you will hit little villages and things like that. Every time you go through a channel lock, there's at least a building or a structure or two. That's where you're at. There's someone following you, and they've been following you probably all night.
I'm just gonna stand up on top of the thing so this sunlight just lights me up.
Nice.
And I'm gonna be like this.
To them. Nice. The curtain shuts like that. Yeah, absolutely. As you guys are floating along, the first thing you notice is that boat slows down a little bit. Lets another one overtake it and now there's 3 boats between you and them, and it looks like they're going to keep doing that. So this was a pretty loud and clear message. Okay, so they know that they're being following you. Okay.
I want to fly back there and spy on them.
Okay. You're big. They're looking for you.
I'm going to activate partially.
Oh, good.
And then I'm going to activate partially there, and basically I'm going to fly forward and then find something on shore to hide behind.
Got it.
And for them to pass, and then come at them from behind, and then read their minds from above when they can't see me.
That's good. Okay, good. Yeah, sure. You activate partially there. That's the way to do it. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's have you roll. It's up to you whether you want to do it as speed or int, whether it's how deftly you manage to get to that spot, or whether it's the strategy. But I just want to have some type of roll with no rerolls, just to make it twice as fun. If you get either a 1 or if you get a 19 or 20, but it's just to activate it. You just need to
get the level of effort and
got it.
count.
Oh, you certainly can. Sorry, what?
Okay. No, I was just wondering if I could or could not. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to roll a speed roll with a level of effort.
12, 9 or above. Excellent. Okay. Yes, you do that. Now the boat is passing, and what are you going to do?
Basically, when it passes me, I'm going to fly to high enough above it that I can try and read their minds while flying above them.
You have to see them or know that they're really there. I mean, there are people inside, but
okay.
Yeah,
I'm going to try, but they're not above the boat. They're looking up so far they've been looking out the windows of the boat, right?
Yeah, just like peeking through curtains, but okay. Yeah.
So I'm going to try and land on top of the boat and then press my ear such as it is to the top of the boat.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have to say there's somebody piloting the boat, obviously. It's like, it looks like somebody hired, he's wearing a Commodore's cap, You know, he's like half falling asleep, but there is actually somebody piloting it. He
Okay, well, I can see him, so I'm going to read his mind.
Okay, yes, absolutely, absolutely. I'm not getting paid enough. Not getting paid jack shit for this. There's no way. You know, this is the last time I'm pulling this. You know, after blah blah blah. He's hired. He does not like the people in the boat. He's pissed. He's not getting paid enough for this. So they hired him, just like Ginnel Gary is the for hire. But yeah, there are people in the boat. Yeah, them. He did say them. So there's more than one person in there. He doesn't like them. They are paying him, and yes, they are following you.
Am I outside of range of simple communication? With
No,
not with them.
it has to be a willing. Yeah.
No.
Oh, with who?
I want to report back to Engil or whoever might be on our boat, and just tell them what I've been seeing.
You can. I'll say that. You know what? This guy's like sleepy enough and everything. You can buzz back there. You passed to get there. I'll say that you can buzz around and even get close enough if you want to.
Oh no! What I want to try and do is stay hovering above them, and if they try and start trouble, attack them from above when they don't know I'm there, but still be able to contact the people on my boat.
Okay. So you hovering above the boat because you're so big, people will see you. You're partially there.
Correct.
Okay. You're partially there, so you'll still have to do again either an enter speed roll to kind of, you know, something, because you're not invisible. If you're invisible, I'd say yeah, go for it. But if they see a glint or something's off or something, so okay, you can do that.
Well, I'm still trying to be above and behind them where they're not even looking.
Right, but there's the entire everything else, all the other boats around will probably, whoever will see you. But okay.
I don't care if they see me.
Okay.
In Limbo, there's weird shit all over the place out here.
Yeah, true. Very true. Okay, sure, you can do that. And then let's say the simple communication, you're close enough. Sure. Okay. Yeah, you can report back.
You'll tell the crew, like, I don't know what's going on yet, but the pilot of their ship is hired, and there's more than one inside the boat on the boat following us. And I'm going to stay here. If they start some trouble, well, I'll finish it. But other than that, I'm just gonna hover here for a bit.
Call back if you need help.
Yes.
Perfect.
Have fun storming the castle. Yeah.
Nice. Now you're at the point.
I'll send my blurbs to go hang out by you.
I was gonna say, I was gonna ask as well. I don't know what the range of the blurb your connection to them is.
Yeah, within 4 or 5 boat lengths, no problem. Certainly.
Yeah, and that'll help camouflage me. It'll just look like a bunch of blurbs and one really. It's either really big, really close, or really small, and it's really small.
Yeah.
Really big, really far away.
True. And again, you know, a lot of people on there rarely look up in Limbo. Why would you? Too much. You know, most of the problem is next to you.
You look up, you get the sun in your eyes.
Yeah. Well, at least today. Again, this is not a normal thing. So you guys are floating. You're now to the next channel lock. The other boat is still four boat lengths behind. You're still watching. Now is the time where it's going to now bend around and start heading south. It's going to be another navigation roll for another half a day of traveling, unless you want to do something different. It looks like this boat is just going to keep following about 4 or 5 lengths behind you, thinking they're out of sight, not realizing that they're not.
I mean, there really isn't any other way for them to go. It's like a river. Yeah,
it's like a chase in bumper to bumper traffic. Technically it happens, but it's just different. Okay. So so it's another navigation roll, and then it's going to be a perception roll. Let's have whoever wants to roll for navigation. Somebody who's trained in it, just to see if you get it.
Who's man in the tiller?
Mm-hmm.
I can do it.
Do it.
I'm not on the boat anymore.
And again, it's pretty easy to
like
navigate,
that
but actually,
matter. Come on.
Yeah, to head south and not get, to keep going smoothly and forward without getting slowed down.
Yep. Okay. 9.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
I'm trained. Okay.
12. It's 12, and then drop down 3 for if you're trained. Okay, so yes, you do. Now perception. Let's have you roll for perception since you're on the till. Did you roll last time, or no? That was you, Shar, right?
Shar
For
was running
perception.
stuff
Okay,
last time.
so
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
roll
I
this
did last
time for perception.
Okay. And I have nothing that helps with that. And
That's all right.
I don't want to blow what I have in my intellect pool to help, so. It
Yeah.
disappeared. 11.
Okay. Yes. So that you can see the boat is still there behind. You kind of are losing sight of it. Maybe it's like 5 boats back now, but it's probably still there. Yes, and that is that. Okay, now it is getting to be late afternoon. You're now at another channel lock where it starts the straight shot where either it bends around back towards Manchester and or it continues south towards Birmingham and then passing Birmingham to London or to London. That's where you're at now. At this particular channel lock, there is a group of what look like Robo Crusties, more people covered in mud, sticks, other river weeds and stuff like that. Maybe it's a look they're going for, but they're doing it on purpose. They're at the channel lock, and a channel lock is where all the boats go in, usually about 5 or 6 at a time in this setting. It goes through, and as the elevation goes up and down for these for these canals, especially down, you'll go in there, a little holding area. They release the water. It sinks a bit like this. You get to go forward, and then they put it up again, and they rise it. So that's how you go down. The whole waterways are full of them. Sometimes every 2 to 3 miles, sometimes more. This particular channel lock, which you guys all have to go in, you guys are put in on groups of 5. This one, or 5 deep, 3 wide. So about 15 boats can go in one channel lock at once. There are people on the top there, at least 4 that you can see of these like Robo Crusties that are waiting on the side, and there's like a bridge that goes in the top, everything. And they're the ones making, actually doing this for the boats. Usually the boaters do it themselves, but unless there's somebody there, so they're doing it. And that is it. You can see that you guys, all 5 of you, are there. The water starts to go down like this. They open up the gates, and you guys are about ready to start going through. And you can see one of them is pointing down like this, and pointing over somewhere else like this. They're trying to be subtle, but they're not. You guys can see it because you guys are smart and you have your eyes peeled. And so there's something. You don't know what.
How far above us are they?
7, 8 feet at the most. I mean, literally, it's just, it's like being, 7 or 8 feet above, and yeah.
I'm gonna jump up to them.
Okay, there's actually there's ladders that do go down, for emergencies, if someone fall over or something. You can actually climb up the ladder on the side.
I'm sure I could. I'm gonna jump up right next to them.
Okay, so you climbing up the ladder, they see that and they immediately start to like back away because no one ever does that. And yeah, one of them is standing there, kind of waiting for you to come up, and then is looking at you like, what do you want? What do you want?
Why are you pointing at my fucking boat, dude?
He says, I wasn't pointing at your boat. I was pointing at the boat behind you. Who do you think you are? What do you?
No one. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna see. I'm gonna let my boat go through, and I'm gonna stay here with you. And if anything happens, you and I will have a discussion about that. How's that? Okay.
Okay. Here we go. So that is the point. There are 4 of them. The other 3, you hear 4. All 4 of them have guns out, pistols pointed at your head, and now they're just smirking like, are you fucking kidding me?
What
City
type of
boy?
guns are they?
38s.
38. Okay.
Some of them look kind of shitty as well. I mean, they're the kind of antique, might blow up in your hand kind, but you have 4 38s pointed at you. You literally got up in their face and they're like, this is our turf. You got to be kidding me, boater.
Can I yell up to Chester? Is like, we need more guns.
You can yell what you
We
want.
haven't needed a ton of guns yet.
Yep.
Okay,
And one of them, the
so-
front goes like this to you, as in like, give me your fucking wallet.
No,
You want
we're
to
not
jump
doing
up
that.
and rob the robbers? Let's do this.
No, we're not doing that. Okay, so I'm gonna do. Hang on, I gotta somehow figure out how to copy this. Where'd it go? Hang on, I gotta look up how this thing works in my my thing.
Yes. So the rest of you guys, again, you're stuck in the channel lock with 14 other boats. It's sinking down. Still the water is being let out. And yeah, you guys, you guys are right in the front, but you're seeing that now as it's getting more and more. Again, there's a ladder, but now it's maybe 8 or 9 feet above. You can see Chester, who's gone up there and walked right up into their face.
Give us an excuse to go up there.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Robbing the robbers. That makes sense.
We're going to. Okay, yeah. Okay, so they've just pulled their guns on me.
Yes, all 4.
Okay.
The one in front there and the other 3 that were off to the side pulled as well. That's why when you came up, the 3 of them kind of pulled back because it's another tactic.
Okay, I'm going to shadow fuck the one in front of me.
Oh,
Without buying him dinner first?
Okay, I'm going to say that you have the police training reminds you that you have 4 guns pointed at your head. You're going to attack one of them. The other 3 are still going to be pointed at your head no matter how well.
No,
you do
shadow
that
fuck
first.
is pouring yourself into another character. So I am not there. I am you
What?
here, shadow fuck. Shadow fuck. On a successful attack roll, you pour your shadow into another person, totally dominating and bombarding their mind.
Oh, you don't leave your body, but you absolutely. It's like the ultimate mind punch or something. It's like show shadow comes
Okay.
out, and that it's like choking them with your show shadow. It's
Okay.
horrible,
Okay.
but it doesn't. You don't become them, unfortunately. I see what you're trying to do. Yeah.
I'm going
So
to.
you hear click,
I'm
click.
going to go
the
ahead.
hammer goes back.
Yeah, click, click. The hammer goes back. All's well and good.
Mhm.
Give me one sec. We're going to. Okay, so I'm gonna. How much time? They pulled their guns.
Yeah.
I'm gonna activate parry. And while I'm doing that, see, are they surrounding me, or do I have a in the back?
The 3 of them, when they backed off, literally, yeah, you are, yeah. Yep.
Are they? Oh, so are they close to me?
Not too close. There's one that's close to you, and there's other 3 that are kind of off, separated, and they all have their guns. They're all within 15 feet.
Okay, so I'm going
One of
to.
them's 5 feet.
I have seen this in my training. I am going to the one that's closest to me. So I'm gonna essentially attempt to disarm and entrap. So reach for his gun with one arm, spin around and get behind him so that he's my hostage. You kind of like flip someone and get them in front of you as a shield. I am sure this is crazy hard to do.
Yeah,
so
but it's worth an attempt.
I will spend all of my effort to do this. So I have a tier. I'm tier 5, so I'm going to spend 5 levels of effort.
This is immortal. This is an immortal thing. You have 3 guns, not in 3 different spots, and a 4th gun right there. Yeah. Even getting to the gun would be heroic. So this is immortal. How many levels of effort?
5.
You can use 5. I'll be damned.
Tier 5.
Okay.
When you put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, okay. Difficult. It's now difficult.
Which is what, a 9?
12.
12. Okay.
Yeah,
I've
it's
got
gone
an
from 27 to 12.
I've got an XP for you if you need it.
I've
That's
got plenty of
8,
XP.
9, 10, 11. That's 11 points of whatever speed.
Yeah. Well, I've got 3 edge and speed, so.
Oh,
Oh
minus
my
that.
gosh. This is really dangerous. I'm I'm just letting you guys know. This is like really like end of Chester dangerous, but you're gonna do it.
Okay.
I have faith in you.
So wait, how much? So it's 5. So that's minus. So it's 15 minus 3. So that's 12. All right. I got myself into this position, so
Yep.
I'm gonna try to get myself out.
Yep.
Here we
Let's say
go.
this, because it's so high stakes, you can do 1 XP reroll, but that's it.
Okay.
So
I got
if
a
you
15.
do, oh, okay, you do it. You're still in a horrible situation.
So
but
I've got I've grabbed him as I spin around. It's disarming, pulling him up. His 38 is now against his head. And
Okay, now the channel lock opens and all the boats are very slowly starting to go forward, drifting forward underneath you, just so you guys all know what's happening. Okay, the other 3 facing you are looking like this, and you can hear the Robo-Crusty that you have as a hostage, yelling, "Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it." He's not talking to you, he's talking to them.
Yeah.
He's very afraid that they're just gonna shoot through him because they don't give a fuck. Just don't.
That's fine. I mean, we'll see what happens.
I envy your confidence.
Count his cover.
Yep.
So
Yep. Okay.
And I guess we didn't really roll for initiative.
No, because this is all your fight. They're too far down below to even be in fact, they're already getting released out the other side.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, is there an order between the 4? Because I want to activate partially there.
It's you and it's them next. So I'll give you 1.
Yeah, partially there. As soon as as I'm spinning around, that's getting activated.
Okay.
Oh no, actually, sorry, no. It is. I'm going to activate parry, not partial. Hang on. Yeah, parry,
Okay.
not partially there.
Okay, so activating it takes a full action. Like, so you know.
Yeah. So. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
They have their guns at you, and they're ready to shoot.
The boats are going the other way.
Yeah, the boats are below in a channel lock. Think of it as almost like a rectangular swimming pool where all the boats sank at the same point, and then the gate opened and they all go out. Now the gates are already closing back up of the channel lock, and the water's filling up to let the next 15 boats in, down, and over.
So when I came up, did I see? I'm assuming behind me, this is a bridge I'm on, and behind me there's water.
On both sides, the bridge goes over the channel lock. Yeah, and so I'm gonna say this.
This is my move. Yeah. Hang on, this is my move. So I've got him. I'm gonna push him into the 3 in front of him, and then I'm literally running the opposite way to dive into the water.
The 3 are not huddled together. When they backed up, the whole reason you're in the worst situation is, in fact, okay. I'll draw it here. So
give me my tactical map of how Chester Ballard dies. I need to see.
Yeah, because, honestly, dude, that's where we're at. Okay, this is an absolutely awful drawing, of course, but oh my god, this is probably worse than anything. Yeah, so
has an activation cost, but it's not an action.
Oh yeah,
it costs a lot of might to activate it, but it's an enabler. So
okay. Nice. Okay, so you climbed up here. The other boats went through the channel lock and they're going. This is a great image, isn't it? This is you behind the dude, and then the other here, and here. Those are the 3. They spread out because they're smart enough to not be.
Okay, but they're in front of me. They're not behind me.
There's one at 12 o'clock. There's one at maybe 3, and maybe one at about 10.
So,
And they all
like,
have guns pointed at you.
I've got an exit behind me. I can bail backwards.
Yeah.
Right?
The exit is you falling 9 feet into water that has concrete underneath it.
But there is water there.
Yeah, it's 10 feet. Yeah, they will shoot at you when you do it. You're that close. So here's the thing. It's going to be a speed roll. You let me know how you're going to do it. All three are going to shoot at you at once, of course. Of course. The minute you move away, the minute you do anything else, or even take too long, they're going to shoot through this person. So
hang on. I'm thinking.
I know.
I've been watching this from three boat lengths back when I've been.
Right. Even though this millisecond has been stretched out into about 5 minutes.
I was gonna say, is there any chance I have time to run up there and distract?
No, this is all happening as time slows down before someone dies.
I've got him. I guess it's better to have him as a shield than anything else. So I did activate parry. I'm holding on to it. My action is Vorpal Pistol, the one at noon. Or sorry, the 38 that I have in my hand. Wait, yeah. So I've got him. I've got him held. So 38, the one at noon. I'm going to take a shot at it. I'm going to take a shot at the one that's at noon.
Okay, so you're not doing parry then.
No, it's an enabler. It doesn't require any action. So doesn't require an action. It just turn it on.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so what happened is you came up there. All four of them had guns pointed at you. You jumped and grabbed one, turned them around, then you activated something. Then you're doing something else is too much. So literally, they're going to shoot. You can see it in slow motion.
Okay, so do I have an action here or don't I?
You do.
Okay, so then if I have an action, well, parry doesn't require an action.
Okay, so
that's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't like that doesn't require an action, so I have an action. So,
okay, parry. So I'll let you activate parry. This is your, again, there are no rerolls on this, unfortunately. This is impossible, like quite literally on the impossible thing, which is the 30. Let's bring this down.
What's impossible?
30, which means it's quite literally impossible.
But I mean, what is impossible? What is it that I'm doing right now that is impossible?
Doing whatever you're doing without getting shot in the head from 3 different sides.
God damn it. Okay.
Because the one in front of you had a gun too.
Defense is
It's a speed defense of 30. Now bring it down as much as you can. No rerolls. I mean, this is truly. It's literally impossible to get out of without getting shot. Now maybe the damage will be nothing, but it's going to go to your head.
Now parry reduces it 1 step.
Okay, so now it's only 27.
Well, no, actually, I'm going to change tactics here. 38. They're that close. That's the thing is like they're far. They're not close enough that I can throw this guy at them, but they're
you throw it at one of them.
Close. They're close. They're close enough that I can throw at one of them.
You could throw at one of them, and then you would have no cover, and 2 of them would be shooting at your head. Or you can keep it, and all 3 of them would be shooting at your head, but you'll have cover. Or you can jump away, and all 4 of them.
The cover's not doing anything for me. Like you said, it's an impossible for me not to get shot. Shouldn't the cover take that down as an asset? Like I have a dude.
Oh, it'll if you want to hold the dude, it'll go through the dude. It'll be part of it. But yeah, so.
And you're standing next to the edge of this wall, right, with your back.
Right. So he would have to turn around and run and jump. In it's maybe 5 feet or so behind him.
I'm just gonna. I'm just. This is might not speed. I'm just taking the dude with me. I'm just gonna launch myself backwards with the guy. So I'm holding onto my cover, and the 2 of us are going into the water together. That's
okay.
You don't even launch. If you just step back, that just means you fall and are immediately.
No, he's like 5 feet away. The minute you step back, he either lose cover or you're bringing him with you. So that's a Mike thing, and they are going to shoot at you.
It's fine.
Okay, so that's with parry and that they're still going to shoot at you.
I've gotten with me. It's might, and I'm spending. It's 5 levels of effort on the might.
Okay,
I've
so
got
your
4 edge in my
parry
so.
brings it down, so 27. Now bring it down to 5, so it's 12. So this is 12. No rerolls. This is literally for all of Chester. This is Chester. I'm not kidding. This is literally like if it's a 1 through 11, there is no more Chester.
You're gonna die falling again.
Don't be reborn like when we were in the feather. Oh wait, you weren't in that part.
I got a 4, so I think I'm dead.
Oh no.
Oh!
Oh.
Shit! Oh shit!
I think Chester just died.
Ah!
Well,
I thought you said I got 1 XP reroll on this.
No, this is the no re. You put yourself in the craziest situation. It's like 4 guns. Like even Tarantino couldn't write his way out of that.
Hey, Alex,
We've done
Alex?
it before, though.
you did say that some of these
But you're
guns.
partially there, right? So you only take half damage.
Yeah, and what's the total damage of 4 guns and all your pools?
At your head?
Wait, hold on. You said
Yeah.
that some of these guns. Hold on. Some of these guns were old and they could blow up in their faces.
Okay.
That could still happen. So there might be less than 4 guns.
There's only 3. There's only 3 guns.
Yeah, but right.
There's
No, there-
3
And my
guns.
head isn't. I'm
He's
falling
partially
backwards. My
there.
head is not. My head is not visible. Like I am. Like I think this is.
Let's do
My,
that.
my justification
let's
is
do
I'm
it.
willing to take body damage, but I think my head at this point is out of play because I'm backwards with a guy over me.
Okay. So it would be. Okay. 8 each. He's got his
Half
gun.
damage, so that's 4 each.
Okay.
Like this is gonna hurt, but I think I can survive this.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
falling back onto what is just a few feet of water over concrete that's 9 feet below,
Mhm.
with a body on top of you as you're falling. I've got the
You'll be
falling.
fine. He only
9
takes half
feet isn't.
damage.
Yeah, all physical damage is half. Like I'm going to be. I think I'm gonna be. I think I've just regained. Like I think I'm going to. I may drown at this moment. Like if one of the boomers doesn't come save me, I'm pretty sure that I'm knocked unconscious.
The gates are locked. I mean,
Oh, are they on the other side?
they're already out. The water is down. Falling 1 point per 10 feet of fall ambient. So it's 9 points. So 4 will round down. 4 points plus.
1 point per 10 feet. He's falling 9 feet. So that's 1 point, right?
Yeah.
Oh, per 10 feet. Sorry. 1 point. Oh, per 10 feet. Ew.
I'm not even taking
What?
any damage.
Come on, Monty. What happened here? 1 point per 10 feet. You try falling 10 feet and have it cause the same amount as stubbing your toe. Nah. This is Numenera stuff.
We'll try that out at the next 10 con.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. Okay, one, again, that was beyond impossible. Truly. How the hell do I do this? You
So
should
if
not be
damage is
alive.
Doubled in Vurt.
Well, just give me my damage. So my half damage I've got. So I'm taking 12 points of damage as the bullets hit me because they're gonna hit me.
Yeah.
I would say that he should count. That the body should count as armor, like, and because they're not going for my head.
If it counts
so
as armor, it's going to cause even more damage falling on you, one way or another. I mean, you're falling backwards with on it. Yeah.
Right.
What part are we at? There's stages. There's like grief. There's acceptance. I think we're not at acceptance yet, guys.
I'm just saying, like the math of this is, I'm taking 12 points of damage from the bullets. I'm heading into the water.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 12 points of damage. I'm heading into the water. We'll deal with the next thing. So I got to take 12 points of damage.
Okay.
You can get shot by 3
Yeah,
guns.
you know what? How about this? Get 2 permanent injuries and I'll let you live. I didn't want to do the math. It's crazy to truly like you being, it doesn't matter what it is, even as like you have a gun there, a gun there, a gun there.
I'm getting shot. There's no doubt I'm getting shot.
By 3 guns.
That's fair.
At once.
Yes.
So
as you're falling 9 feet backwards.
Are we saying that none of the guns explode? Because that still feels like a thing too.
I'm fine with this outcome. Like what's going to happen is I've got one, I'm going to have 1 might left when I'm done with this, which is just enough not to be dead. and then I got to figure out what's next. I'm in the water
Yeah.
with the guy.
Okay, you're
A speed defense roll, and if he rolls a 20, then one of the guns explodes or something.
yeah. The guns, even if they explode,
I do get a speed defense roll here. There's no way like I'm going to get a 20, but like I should
Okay.
roll it.
This is okay. Let's say that.
Come on,
Sure.
Alex.
Okay. Sure. I guess. Yeah. If this were the Vurt world, I'd be yeah. But this is gritty, real world stuff, and you just had 4 guns, and I don't care how how Kleenex strong the cipher system rules are. It's like, okay, yeah, this is about as pulpy as you can get. So you don't die, which doesn't make sense, but okay. 4
No, it
guns
totally
at
makes
once.
sense.
Does
Those
it?
guys
Okay.
would have to have like amazing aim to all hit him in the head. And
Yeah,
these are
from
like
4 feet
Robocop.
away. Yeah. Oh. All right. Okay. So yeah, let's say sure 12 damage from the guns, and then 1 damage from falling 9 feet plus. Sure.
So I don't get to roll I don't get to even roll for speed defense because it's so
That was
impossibly
your
high.
speed defense roll.
No, the 4 was me heading back,
Sure.
wasn't it?
No, I
That
thought
was
that.
my action.
Oh right, you
Yeah,
had an action before they shot you.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
you're 5 feet from the edge, like literally, like yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. So
I mean, I
12,
got a 12.
13, 14. Okay. So sure, let's do that. And you find yourself, splashing in water at the bottom, and it's not too shallow, and yeah, you're shot. You have 3
Okay.
shots, and you're hurt.
So now I'm shot. So
Yep.
I have been shot. I am probably going to drown here shortly. I would
Yep.
appreciate like at this point I'm like where are my boomers? Like
Okay, guys.
That
So
like zooms down and is like,
guys, what are we
"Get
ordering
down
for
there."
lunch?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so again, a channel lock with no boats in it at all. No one in there. Boomers, if you want to get out of the boat, jump in, or go up and around,
Hey.
past the guys with guns, climb down the ladder and get him. That is literally what you're doing right now.
Pete can fly. Duh.
Pete can
I
fly.
could fly in there, but I'm not real keen about going there with 3 guys with guns who just shot my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, I want you to know that Carhartt Dad feels for you.
Who?
as
Oh,
a
nice.
GM.
nice. Yeah. Oh man. Cool. So yeah, there's gonna be half.
I'm cool dying. I just want to make sure the math works out.
No,
Like,
yeah. The police training, I guess. Didn't. You went from police training to like action movement training, and you got, let's say, lucky. Okay, so how are we gonna get you out of the water?
Okay. I'm gonna start pew-pewing at the guys from our boat so that they're distracted. For
Okay.
starters.
Okay.
Just like
they're not-
randomly
So
shooting like
if I
in there.
grasp
to
where
distract,
we're
sure.
at, then they are 10 feet higher and something like
Yes.
4 boat lengths back.
Correct.
Oh, I don't have to hit them. I just have to
Correct.
distract them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're just shooting to shoot at shit to distract
I
them,
want them to
that will
see
work.
I want them to
Yeah.
see green laser beams and be like, "Oh shit, green laser
Yep.
beam."
Got it.
Cobra's attacking.
Go for it.
No,
Okay,
no.
you can do
Wait,
that.
is
No
there-
problem.
Is there a walkway at the level that we're at, with like a way to get up to the level that they're at?
No, you have to go onto the banks, and then there's stairs, concrete stairs that go up to the bridge that crosses, and then the bridge that crosses is the edge of the channel lock that goes up and down. So think of it as a swimming pool that you go into. They shut both sides. They drain it almost. It goes out the other side. They shut both sides again. They fill it up, and then they open this side, and the next comes in. So it's the way it works. But yeah, it's 10 feet up, 4 boat lengths back. You can see running around, but you certainly don't have a clear shot. But if you just want to pew pew, go for it. Yeah, it's okay. So you pew pew. The 4 of them, the 3 of them at the top. Of course, the last thing they would ever do is walk the 5 or 6 feet look down and shoot at the person that just jumped. Of course they wouldn't do that, right? So, but the lasers distract. Get some other distraction, guys. I'm really trying to figure out how to get them out of this.
We've got my blurbs.
Okay, you got your blurbs.
The dragonfly
Cool.
flying at him with a monoblade.
Okay, so 3 of them can be distracted. Who's the fourth? What's the fourth person doing to get?
There's not a, the fourth person's in the
Chester
water
out.
with me.
No, I'm saying the fourth out of the players. What's the plan?
How far do you have to be to throw something at somebody? Like, I know we're out of range, but
Yeah.
Okay, is our boat next to the bank?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm jumping off onto the bank and I'm running back the direction of like where the ledge is, and I know I can't get from here directly up there, but I need to be closer.
So jumping is one, going up the stairs is another, and then getting to them is.
I'm not trying to get up the stairs. I'm just trying to get to where I'm like close enough to throw something up there.
Okay. You can do it. You even going up halfway up the stairs, you can throw it. But that's about the spot where you can actually see them, because again, it's a steep stairs up to a bridge, and it's not just like a tiny little bridge. It's a channel lock, so they're they're running around.
I can get to in this round?
No, not in one round. You can just throw something blindly.
That's where I'm headed to.
Okay, cool.
I have 2 questions.
Yeah.
Number 1, more an observation. It's 8 o'clock, so
yeah,
we're gonna wrap it up sometime soon. And number 2, while I'm watching all this going on, I'm also still behind the boat that was following us. Do I notice any obvious reaction from the boat that was following us before to these goons shooting at Chester?
Yes. They were in the same 15 boats that went down and out with you guys. There were 4 back. You guys were right in the front. Yeah, they're staying down below. And their old Commodore dude there is just, also kind of looking up. There's laser guns shooting. There's shots fired and this and that. So everybody is below deck or ducking.
But they don't seem to be in.
They're not coming out.
They're not taking action that makes me think that.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't the 38 in the Vurt handbook?
I think it's a medium gun.
Yeah.
Only a 22 is like the only light. Everything else is just medium.
Got it.
As far as pistol or revolver
stuff.
Yes.
You said I could throw blindly.
Yes.
Can I change my mind and just do that?
Sure.
Okay.
What are you throwing?
I've got a level 6 mini black hole.
Oh yeah.
So why don't you do that before Chester fucking walked up into kiss death on the mouth?
If you would have said something down below,
throw that shit. Throw it now. Throw it.
Who jumped up?
Toss it. Yeah, it's a speed task. I'm gonna say that it's difficult. But now's the time to use effort and everything. You can do it. Difficult is 12.
Chester.
Yeah, please do.
Okay. I'll spend 5 levels of effort. One of them comes for free.
Okay, then it's now it works. You still have to roll to see if you get a 1 or a 19 or 20, which would help. But if you use that much effort, you can do it.
Please don't roll a 1. Please.
No re-rolls either, please.
Okay.
Just don't roll a 1.
Okay. Oh, son of a.
What?
You rolled a 1?
Did you roll a 1?
Joking. Yep.
Oh. Oh God.
I'm so dead.
I'm gonna say this: you throw it, it goes right before it lands. We fade out, and I'm gonna resolve it next time because I gotta figure out.
Why?
It is not gonna succeed. You guys are gonna start next session with a hell of a failure, but at least it's gonna open up a You guys might actually be able, even with this shit, to get to him. Oh my god.
Oh my God, Mike!
I'm
I
tired.
appreciate that so
I'm
much.
tired. I don't want to play anymore. No, that was awesome. That's awesome. Yes,
This
good,
is-
good.
It had
You know
such
what?
potential in either direction.
Yeah, yeah. The conflict makes this exciting. Okay, we're gonna start next time again with this landing poorly. Knowing that you got to get to Chester very quickly, before they do.
Bad grenade. I like that.
Yes, they're already distracted, and now they're gonna be, yeah. And that's where we're gonna fade out. Whoa. Okay. 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 I'm done.
I don't know about anybody else. I'm gonna go lie down.
I'm really tired. That was awesome. That was good. That was a lot of fun math. This was like, this is the equivalent of like, you're used to watching like Indiana Jones and Predator and, other fun, wild, cool stuff. And now all of a sudden we find ourselves in like, Bone Tomahawk or something, where the action movie is, it's a horror movie, guys. Sorry. I love it. I love it. Why the fuck not? Good. Okay, we'll pick up from there next time.
One of these days, my Chester heroics was gonna get me killed. So I'm.
It was
okay
almost
dying.
today, my friend. Oh, it was so
It
close.
still might be. We don't know.
I mean, it was only 4 people with guns.
Yeah.
Gun
Yeah.
work.
I didn't
Yeah.
know they had guns at the time.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
true.
Okay, perfect. So we'll stop right there. It's a very, very boomer way to go out, and consultant, although you guys seem to be a little more, a little less death friendly. But that's what we'll pick it up. Yeah, that's what we'll do. All right, guys. we'll pick it up next time. Okay.
Thank you everyone for coming
See you
out and
all in 2
watching.
weeks.
Have a new
2
character rolled up
weeks.
next time, Jack.
Yeah, Jack, get your
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks,
Good night,
guys.
all.
Oh my god.